Huh?
So yeah, that was the last game last night, and surprisingly, it's the first game today.
Yes, so that's why I'm so excited. I saw the setup, and I'm excited to see how this will play out. Sadly, I wish I'd seen last night so I could compare. But um, let me hear from you. How did it go?
It turned out pretty good. It was competitive for the most part. But Jamaica came away with Dr. Birds came away with the win. So we just have to see how things will go today. They said that they went ahead and did some checks, see where they went wrong and came prepared for today's tournament. So let's see how that goes.
All right. I think what's really helping them right now is because they just fought them last night and they lost. And I think after that scene that he said they went over and made some checks. So I think they're gonna come now with some idea of like how to play around, how to synergize better, see certain things that the Birds did great and certain things that they did wrong and work on the things. Um, use the thing that they did wrong to their advantage. Love to see how they're gonna process all that into today's game.
All right. So we are about to get into champion select. Everyone giving the I gave the ready check. Team Luska is ready.
I'm not in yet. It says match is full.
Oh, wait. All right, let me invite you again.
I got it.
You got in? Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, all right, excellent, excellent.
All right.
Day two, semifinals. Today's matches will be against Dr. Burrs versus Luska, and if I'm not wrong, it will be Team Chickenary versus Team
Last minute
yeah,
entry.
Last Minute Entry. All right, and yeah, we're off. We're off. But to get into this, the bands I'm expecting to see are Cled. The bands I've seen most. I think Galio's been played a lot, so I'm expecting a band from Galio. Expecting a band from also Misfortune. There's a Cled out. Jinx is maybe Jinx was played last night, and Doctor Bird is not really comfortable playing against that once again. So that could be the cause for that Jinx man. Also Lulu. I definitely should have looked up the matchup from last night to see if any of these bands are because of last night's game. And Rengar, that's an odd band. I'm not sure. But I know the one thing I'm sure about is that Kled. But as Ravi has proven many times, doesn't matter which champion he plays top lane, whether you lose early, he will definitely dominate
I
late.
smell
The
fear.
Shyvana, yes, I'm glad I'm glad I'm seeing that Shyvana ban. The Shyvana of yesterday was actually so destructive, and it's something I really fear. I
Yep.
will definitely take that out.
Yeah, that's a really good ban from Team Luska. They've been focused, so they focus Cled top because it's a Ravi main, and they focus remove the Shyvana because of how
Mm,
much damage AP Shyvana is doing right now. I think the Rengar ban is based on the last match they played last night. It was
okay,
really, it steamrolled actually. Was at one point I think he was 8-0.
really?
So yeah, it's a really good ban. They said they did their homework. They watched some of the footage, so hopefully those things will help them in this match. Let's see how it goes.
All right. And then we have Jenna being picked. We know, based upon seeing that Jenna, I feel like they're gonna go. I was just about to say they're gonna actually go for the one more combo. Jarvan or Fiddlesticks actually be a great pick as a jungler. But I've seen the Jarvan being played before, so they probably go something more comfortable.
Yep.
But we will see. And then Jarvan, Alistair is looking very strong. Now I want to see which ADC they will pick to really complement his CC. I think Jin could be a good pick. I said Misfortune. You can also even Jinx is no longer available. I also say Jinx, but let's wait and see. I guess they're going for the double knockup. They have the Wukong and the Alistair, the Syndra with the damage. We have Salas coming in. Salas right now is very strong. Also, they're not going for the misfortune. They're going to ban the misfortune instead for the side of Dr. Burns, which misfortune has been played a lot in this tournament and has been doing extremely well. So I really respect that ban.
Yep, that's a really good ban. Again, it's another top tier ADC, and just with how easily it is to just position yourself and get those ults off, it's a really good pickup.
Yes, no, the bands more. The fourth band, the fourth band will be Graves, and then it goes over to two ADCs being banned, Misfortune and Ezreal.
Yep. So I think,
So I think,
yeah, go
but
ahead, go ahead. Yeah, well, that Darius ban is a really good ban for Ravi top lane, as we saw that he wasn't too comfortable last night against the Darius, as much as how the team eventually won, and he was on Kane, but early game he wasn't too comfortable versus Darius, so that's another good ban.
yeah, that theirs is really annoying, especially early. And Kane doesn't have the strength to fight him until he transforms into Ras, and that takes a very long time.
Yeah.
And but looking at this set, this team comp is actually going to be monstrous. Now I want to see which ADC they will pick to finally close out this team comp. Right now, it's looking good.
Okay.
All right, killing. I'm not. It doesn't for me. I don't see the connection. But let me see the last bit. The last bit will be the top. Let me see the connection and see what they will be going for. But this
No, I
then
think
again, this
that's
seems,
Silas is
huh?
going top. Is a mid laner they're waiting on, because Ravi is now a Silas top lane player.
Oh really?
Yep.
You well, you know more than me. I didn't know what's happening.
Yeah,
I
man.
thought Zalos was going mid.
I saw it yesterday.
Okay, so they're definitely going for the damage. As you can see, we have the they're going for the Z. Wait, so no ADC set. Okay, oh,
Yeah,
they're going for the
Shyvana
signature
ADC.
ADC.
Mhm. With the Alistar, they're not switching. Yeah.
Let me let's give them a sec to see if they're gonna switch again because just oof,
No, I think
looks
that's it.
funky. Is it?
Mhm.
All right. So let's go into it. So you have with top lane, we have Sazes versus a set. We have in jungle Wukong versus Jarvan. We have Azir versus Zed. We have Kaylin versus Syndra, and then the Jenna Alistar. All right. So I'm loving the team comp from the side of Duska. Right? I like it. I love the CC. They actually have a lot of damage. You have damage come from the Zed, you have the Wukong, the Set, the Stinja, the Alistair. That's actually looking nice. If they can keep it leveled, if they can not do not give away so many trades over the side of Dr. Burrs, which you have seen a lot. Once Dr. Burrs gets ahead, they take big advantage of that and then pushes forward.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
Dr. Burns has never really fully disappointed. They always it seems kind of rough at one point, but they come back stronger. And the jungler, I said, is really good when it comes down to getting objectives. So Wukong needs to match that and make sure he gets them first. Make sure he makes them a priority in his jungle.
Yeah. One thing I can say though, that if the Doctor Birds encounter a really strong team and they give up the early game, then it will be hard for them to win games. Because most of the time, as much as how we see them always winning, I've seen a lot of cases where they are behind early, giving up a lot of kills, giving up some objectives, and stuff that would cost a game against stronger opponents. So hopefully they can start pulling up their socks in that aspect of it. Take the game a lot more seriously, and do those 20-9 victories that we've been seeing. So just go and take everything seriously and not give up those free kills.
Yeah, definitely. And then as we've seen before, the Octobers is coming in with the. I wasn't sure about the team comp, but I kind of seen the driving ultimate, the Azir. the Zero Soldiers. We got a Caitlyn in the back. We got Jenna protecting the Caitlyn. We got Salas going in deep and is able to survive with because of his ridiculous W. But they can still be at disadvantage. What team Luska has to do is try their best to keep even or try their best to excel, right? I know that Salas should have a little issue with set early. They need to use that advantage. Wukong's actually a really good jungler, and he's able to make very fast clears and get ganks in. They definitely need to be use those ganks to their advantage to the utmost. If you know you need help, just wait until you get the help so you're able to succeed. Because Dr. Bird is no team you should joke around. Dr. Bird is no team that you shouldn't take seriously because they're coming for the win. They want it. They're confident that they're going to win. Just take your time, take it slow. If you see a pick, make sure that you're working together. Dr. Bird is really good when it comes down to positioning and rotating. They have to make sure that they also do the same and don't let Dr. Birds take take the advantage of certain mistakes that they make.
Alright, so we're going to jump into game now. Esports Bahamas, thank you for jumping in the stream. Thank you for hosting also with that viewer. Murtaugh,
Seems like we already started the game with a disconnection.
somebody disconnected?
Yep. It's not a tournament. It's not a tournament without someone disconnecting, at least one person.
Maybe I'm disconnected because I'm not yet connected. I'm still at 0% loading.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Marwala pause.
Alright, I'm in now.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what time is yours?
13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24.
Should be good now.
Alright.
Alright, so here we go. We got Team Luska all in this bush right now. Looking for the invade. I think invade is kinda too late now. They were taking the invade, they should have been more aggressive.
I
They
think they
just
are waiting to prevent an
run.
invade. Yep.
No, nothing's happening. Alright, everybody's gonna go back to the lanes.
Or is it gonna be all solo mid?
Oh. Okay. Some weird stuff is going on.
Yeah.
It seems that the readers were looking to see if there was an invade. Alright. Alright, you know, it can never be too careful. Well, can I just say that Wukong's rework has really done him justice. It makes him such a great jungler now than before, and an amazing top lane.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Soul Star, no invade. Everyone taking what they need to take. We got Jarvan seems like trying to rotate onto that blue, but it is warded.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything Wukong
Um,
can do to. Well, he can't prevent it. The team can't prevent it, and he went on to the Krugs. Will probably put him ahead in terms of. Well, Jarvan looking for the gank mid lane.
but Zed is like super slippery, so I don't think he would have even had a chance. Sindra is taking a lot of poke ball lane.
But it looks like Jarvan is going for the 3 buff start. Wow.
Yes. And Zed is having seems like having a very hard time. I mean, I would say he's just walking up taking poke. So I'm not sure. Oh, I guess he's just trying to get these minions for his ADC.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought Zed would have played more aggressive against this. Oh, well, never mind. He's okay. I know that he was probably playing more aggressive on this Salas. Does have the advantage.
yeah,
Salas is well, Salas doesn't get a shield anymore, right?
he doesn't. Oh,
Nah,
Silas?
I don't think he. I think they take off his shield, right?
I don't know.
Alright, here comes the pull, but he wasn't able to stun, and then ends up hitting the W buff. I'm not sure if that was the true damage or that was a normal damage. It was like right at the edge.
But this is one thing I don't like about Silas.
Hmm.
He has too much. Well, nice. That should be
Oh,
first blood.
oh,
That is a
that
nice
was
first blood.
beautiful. And Jarvan was right there to give the assist, but it was way too late.
Yep. I need to figure out how to do replays. I work on that for the next stream because that's replay worthy.
I think you gotta have like 50 computers. You got 50 people working, like trying to capture it, replay it.
Well, I think Streamlabs have a option to say start replay buffer. I just haven't tested it out as yet.
Oh,
If
there you go.
anybody in the chat knows how to, do the replay, you could share your knowledge. Shatashi, welcome Shatashi to the stream. There's no TSM here, sir. But yeah, Double is really one of the nice, our best ADCs in North
Alright,
America.
we have Jarvan in the ball, and the Alistair goes in for the knock. I guess knockup, but Jarvan also comes with the knockup. Alistair is looking pretty low, and he goes down, end up going down to the Caitlyn.
Yeah. One thing I should say though is that most of these players, when they are setting up for a gank, they tend to give away the fact that a gank is coming by walking up behind their minions or being too aggressive in lane, and that gives away the gank. So earlier Wukong was sitting in the bottom brush, trying to prepare for a gank, but the telltale sign was that Alistair started to move forward aggressively.
And it seems like right now they're about to take this Drake. Yep, first Drake goes over to the side of Dr. Birds. Yeah. I think what's gonna do them justice is the fact that like there's a set on the enemy team, and then there's but again exhaust won't be able to do any damage. They now tower dive, ends up taking one. Oh, but just needed. Wait, minions might end up. Yes, and he goes down. Jarvan ends up going down to a minion, and gives the kill over to Zed.
Yeah. I think this Zed was too aggressive right there. I didn't see where it called for such aggression, and as much as though it's a traded kill, I think it's an unnecessary one. He's now out of a flash because of that.
He saw that Azir was low. He thought he would have got there in time and do something, but then he got exhausted and couldn't walk up fast enough, and then his damage was also reduced.
Yeah.
But that exhaust really did him dirty. I feel like if he didn't exhaust, he probably might have even gotten a double kill if everything played up to his favor.
Yeah, I tend to agree, but not excessively. I just think that with 3 members around, you trying to dive onto an Azir right there was not really the right decision.
That's like sometimes you get taunted and you get tunnel vision. And
Yep.
like, yo, I need this kill.
So guys, remember to share the stream, bring your friends over, have them come and check out the tournament. We have Dr. Birds from Jamaica versus Team Luska from the Bahamas. Seeing how best we can expand this Nexus Cup tournament, hopefully to be a regional event. Or even if it's not Nexus Cup, we will have some regional League of Legends tournament where we see more teams taking part and bigger prize pool on the line. So one thing that's very interesting about the top lane is that
Yeah. Here comes an Alistair knocks up the Jenna. She's getting pretty low, but their ADC is nowhere to be found. He's not able to help. He ends up walking on a trap, gets stuck, but he ends up surviving. Now we have Zed in the mid lane. He did ulted. He gets pushed back by the Azir's ult, and he calls back over with his shadow, but he's getting a lot of poke. I don't think he will be able to survive this. He ends up goes down, and then we have now the Wukong trying to see if he can get revenge for his mid laner, and he does get it. What is that now?
The bot lane fight just now, I think the Alistair continued too far because Syndra didn't have her ultimate as yet to finish off the kill, so there was no way for her to actually advance right here.
Alright, we got the hook coming in, and then Seth is just walking away casually, but pulls him in, but he wasn't able to summon because there wasn't any minions. Alistair's just taking auto attacks for days. I'm not sure if he's doing it on purpose or what, but like, he needs to chill. Wukong should be super close to level 6, and that's where the game. That's where it's gonna come. That's where the game is gonna shift a little bit, because now his ganks are gonna be so much better.
Yeah, but he's a bit behind when it comes to the farm as well as items. We see Javin here ahead just slightly in terms of CS, but he already has his ultimate available and has a Kindle gem and a boot as additional items over the Wukong.
Isaiah took a lot from that. It's not looking pretty good. It's not looking really good for him. Well, that's Seth just being super aggressive on this Salas. Comes the ultimate, but gets pushed into the tower. I'm not sure that's what move you wanted to make, but is able to go back to the shadow to escape. And Azir's looking pretty good. He won't go down to the ignite. Now Jarvan is definitely trying to see this skill, but we have Alistair walking up to see if he can help. But his shadow should be up for him to go over the wall in time. He gets done, he gets ulted off, but his shadow, here comes his shadow, goes up, but he also shifts forward, so he can get a kill, but Alistair is here for the knockup. Knock him up, but now, also, Wukong is coming over. Salas is coming down from top. That is also here. Wukong comes in with the ultimate. Jarvan goes to the wall. Set ults the Alistair, and now Zed is coming back. He's super low. I'm not sure if he really want to be there right now. And we have also the support in this fight, Jenna from bot lane here, and all that hard work for nothing.
Yeah, that was a very scrappy fight in my opinion. Like no real focus on any other targets. As the Wukong got the first knockup on so he tried to get the knockup on the J4.
Yeah.
But I guess all in all, it was a decent fight. I'm not even sure if Seth ulted there. Early didn't. And they were...
No, they said in the ult. Salas stole Seth's ult and ulted.
Yeah, but...
No, I mean, you know what? No, honestly, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he didn't ult. You would have seen it in the cooldown. I think he should have ulted the Seth there, or even the Jarvan.
Remember I told you earlier about that Wukong needs to prioritize these Drakes, because Jarvan, I know for sure, is watching them at every minute of the day. Well, Referral is up and he can take it at any moment.
Yep.
But so far the game is pretty even, 3-3.
Yeah.
The only advantage I see on the side of the Birds is just that 2 Drakes.
Yeah, the two Drakes plus about $1,000
In gold.
in gold, and we're seeing in the bot lane where the Caitlyn is out farming the Syndra. But outside of that, we're not seeing any real or huge advantage being taken by any other team. Like I think the set needs to not set. Yeah, set. Every time he goes for that, well, this should be a very good game.
Jen cover from Wukong. It ends up getting hit by the tornado, but guess Jenna gets stunned. She also
Nice
Jenna, but was it people? But the next second ultimate. Now we're back in top lane where the fight got second. But set is actually super low. Gets a flash, but flash through where he was able to survive. I hate when he does that. When you're watching a one fight and he just shifts to another. Like, come on, yo. Talk about the Jarvan, but the Jarvan ult. Yes, sharp, but I think they end up taking 2 shots as well able to survive. Bro, the Jarvan positioning is actually superb.
Yep. Was the Z our last pick?
Yes. I think Zed was like probably like 3rd or 4th.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the Z into Azir matchup. Or maybe you thought he was going to go against
Azir was picked last. Yeah, Azir was like the last pick.
Oh yeah, okay. So they get first pick and last pick. The benefits of blue side. No. Azir wasn't last pick.
No, Azir was the last champion pick in the entire thing. He was the last champion pick.
But if on blue side you pick 1, then over to red side you pick 2, then back to blue side you pick 2, then back to red side you pick 2. You get me?
Alright. Yeah, but we want to fight. Awesome to try and put him into the Z. He's looking super low. Set set. Not set. So Sal still steals his ult and ults back. No. It was the last pick. I remember because I was remember they had 2 picks left. The jungler, and mid laner. Right, and that's what you tell me. Oh, they haven't picked a mid laner yet, and then Azir was their last pick.
We talk about it off here.
You watch the replay one.
But you get what I'm saying?
You're not right this time. You're not right.
So if on blue side you pick 1 first, and then on red side you pick 2, then you go back to blue side you're picking 2.
Oh, the knockup. Jenna's all by herself, but it ends up flash out survive. Now, killing would be enough. Not enough. But who knows? Jarvan probably coming out of nowhere and he kill him.
Why are you recalling there though? Okay, fine.
Yeah, he has his team to protect him. Jarvan is at base, thank God. Knowing Jarvan, he would just like appear out of nowhere and just like get the kill.
Yeah.
Oh, and it ends up losing his mid lane. Oh, Zed's actually really trying so hard, but it's just not enough. We have this. Salas is just not. Salas is barely taking damage. What's happening? Is this a corrupt pop?
Oh, that's Azir's tower. Okay. I was wondering what was happening there for a second.
Oh, trying to see if he. I know he's trying to see if he can push the Z into the tower, get some more tower shots off, and then try to finish him. But it just wasn't enough. And Azir does have the exhaust, just so he can like push him in the tower and actually slow him down. So it's actually looking very yummy top lane.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, hopefully when it was Zed is having an issue right now. He's currently 1-3, and he needs to be very, very careful about going in. He doesn't want to keep on giving the enemy team kills. Now they're trying to see if they can prioritize this drag. He needs to clear that ward, but Jarvan's here. Jarvan wants it. Wukong's coming. The knockup comes in. As they're trying to pull them away. Got the whole three of them right here. Jarvan goes, right on top of the Wukong. Wukong ults. Would the ultimate be enough? The ultimate is not enough. He ends up surviving. Now they're about to say this drag. There's not much they can do unless Set TPs, and Set doesn't have TP, but he's going into this fight, and the drag goes to the side of Dr. Bird ends up getting the drag. Now Kanan's just peeling away on this team. There's just not there much they can do. They don't have their Wukong. They don't have their Set. Set should have waited, and I think this was a miscall. Oh, and then Kanan takes another kill. I think what went wrong there is that there was no communication. And Set ends up dying top lane. If they were communicating with Set and said, "Listen, we're going to take drag. We need your help bot lane," and if Set was able to TP, then he could have ulted and done more. Because based upon that fight, most of them were pretty low. If Set ulted the person with the highest health, and would take down enough, I think would have given them a better advantage of winning. You know, we got Wukong trying to seek a kill, but it won't be able to. Azir just shoots over the wall.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So we're seeing here that Dr. Birds is already on Dragon Soul Point. Coming out of the lane in phase almost, well, flawless because they haven't even lost that tower.
Oh, what that game so far is actually honestly for the semifinals. I like what's happening. There's no like it's not one sided. They're back and forth. They have this, the kills are even 7-6. Well, kind of even 7-6. They, I, for right now, Luska needs to farm some more. Luska needs to stop. They can't see kills anymore. I don't. I think that they're past that stage. Then Dr. Birds is slowly getting fed. They need now to basically try to see if they can move up to their level. If they can get picks, they honestly need at least 4 people to take out one person to make sure that they actually die. And as I said, knowing Dr. Birds, they're just gonna find a way and end up escaping. Set was into the top end, but they ends up pushing them away. Jarvan ends up going in with his ultimate, and then here comes the turn and knocking everyone off, and then it takes down 2 people. Now Alistair's by himself also goes down. But Zed actually got a kill. Now Set is seeking a kill on this, and Salas and ends up getting it.
Finally, every time Seth tried to use that skill, it was always sidestepped by the Silas. It's finally good to see him combo it with that I don't know the spell where he grabs him in. So that stun and then hitting him with that shoe damage finally got the kill. So that's where we definitely, that's how you really need to combine those skills or set skills.
Now we're seeing once again the top laner is doing well. Oh, they weren't able to get the referral in time, and Baron Nashor has been summoned.
I'm not sure about that TP either.
Oh, here comes Zed trying again to see if he can get a pick, but he's just not strong enough right now. And with with Dr. Birds, they always play together. So if you're going for a kill, Azir just goes over the wall and ends up taking Alistair out. The thing is, you can't really try to go for a pick on. No, Salas is by himself. Ends up ultimate. Here comes Caitlyn. But I don't think he would be able to get there. He's still pushing forward. Activates the second ultimate, now being hit by the clone. Alright, so what Zed needs to understand that Dr. Birds does not play alone. He's like Azir's not playing alone. He's playing with his whole team. And Azir has an ult that can push you back. You have to be very careful about when you try to get picks. They're gonna try their best to stop him from going on that wall. Oh, what? My bad, I have no clue. Kalen's trying her best to end up, and also end up getting Syndra. And now she's trying to see if she can get the set also. The set's stunner, but it won't be enough. Zed comes in on the ultimate and ends up taking the kill. Now we have two members of the team Dr. Birds on Baron Nashor. I guess that was a wonderful diversion. They were able to, we end up losing some guys, but they did end up getting Baron. So maybe it worked.
I definitely think that that is a fair trade. Um, sorry. So to enter the raffle,
Red team's turret has been
I
destroyed.
thought it should. Oh, there it is. So use raffle. So exclamation mark raffle, and then you enter between 1 and 10. Well, enter 10 because that's the cost of the ticket. No, take out the minus sign. There's greater than and less than.
You have received
There you
11
go.
tickets.
Yeah. So as a subscriber, you get 10 additional tickets.
Oh, right now there's a massive fight going on, and it's going in the favor of Dr. Birds. I don't think you're able. Team Nuska is able to handle this, and they're all three of them goes down, and now Drake is about to be taken once again by Dr. Birds.
The cost per raffle ticket is actually 10 points. They have to go raffle 10. So even though I entered, I won't be accepting the win if I do win.
Come on, just give it to me.
Um,
Nah, no, they're taking tier 2's tower. They're seeking this tier 3. Kalen's already doing so much. Zed, oh, then goes to the Aura Cloud. I guess that was baited. Wukong ults, but there was no one really there, but ends up taking down the Azir. Silas taking Wukong's ultimate. I think now is the best time for him to wait. Well, kind of waiting for some more minions and then end up going in with that ultimate. That would be actually do wonders. And here he goes. He's seeking it. He's just looking for it. Kalen's just like poking away with these auto attacks. He still has the ultimate, gets pulled in, but nothing with the ultimate. He ends up knocking up a good number of the team, and then Jarvan's now is seeking for that engaged. He knows how it's gonna go down. Ends up ulting 2 of the members, but it won't be enough. But with Baron and with the amount of damage that Kalen's auto attack is doing, they won't be trying to end. Zed's trying his best. Ults again onto the Silas trying to go away, but he won't escape and ends up being taken down by Syndra. Yeah, that game look kinda itchy. They just had to slow it down and make good decisions. The engages are very, very not solid. They keep on going on targets that they're able to escape or targets that have the whole team helping them. You have to be very careful about the picks that they make. Oh, the seed is there, but Zed was able to escape. Silas is right there. That's the ultimate goal. Now he's in a 2v3, but ends up going down. Now Zed trying to see if he can go for the backline. Now Sia comes in, pushes everyone forward right into the Kayn, and the Kayn is just auto attacking away. Ends up getting the we're getting killed. Most of the teams still, well, everybody's basically dead. Azir ends up getting a triple kill. I think now this will be game. But a beautiful way to close out the game, the first game of the season. And the winners of the first game of the day are Dr. Birds.
Yeah, congratulations to Dr. Birds for taking the first win. Um, was a fairly well. That was a strong performance in spite of the back and forth. That was a really close game to an extent. Um, so now we're gonna go ahead and set up for game number 2. Guys, did you enter the raffle? Did you invite someone to the game? If not, do it now. So let's just take a quick look at the damage done to see
I'm
how
looking at
teams
it right
progress.
now, and like Jarvan was in most of the fights, but he didn't do damage at all. It was just mostly Aziri, Kaelin, and the Silas. They were doing they're doing a lot. We have even Zed doing as much as Silas and even Kaelin, but still wasn't able to get much kills. And everything else was just wasn't how they wanted it because Wukong, and Sinja shoved in their damage, but they did the least damage of everyone else.
Yeah, so that was a good round 1. It's probably a warm-up game for the teams. Um, well, let's check now and get the rest of the team in the next game so we can get started. Boom, boom.
I think for them to what they need to do for the next game is go for a more aggressive jungler, someone more of a CC from the get go, so they're able to get these ganks in, and especially focus lane like the mid lane. I feel like when it comes on the top lane, they probably as you can see right there, like, playing against Set was very uncomfortable, but they probably end up banning Set this time around. But if you see that top lane is doing fine, mostly focus on what's happening in the bot lane. Work with your jungler. I think that's what lacked. Jarno is actually working really well with his team, but I think there's a lot of miscommunication going on the side of Team Luska because when they were going for Drake, trying to see if they can see Drake from Dr. Birds, there was no communication with the top lane for him to move down. I feel like if he would have moved down, that would have been a great way to change over what was happening and end up giving them the dragon.
Yes, so we're gonna get ready for the next one. Um, did you get the invite?
Yeah, I'm inspected.
Alright, good stuff. Is that close game, right? Easy squeezy lemon cheesy. Is that what you're saying, Zana? So let me get Moy, TT, Ravi. Okay, let me spectate now. Let me just. In the meantime, I'll give you guys an update on the other matches. So that's the latest. So you can know what is happening between last minute entry and um, Team Chickenary. Team Chickenary actually, well, hold on, who won the first match? The last minute entry won game 1, and they're going to move on to game 2 now.
Every game is gonna play on stream tonight, right?
So I'm streaming Dr. Birds versus Luska, and then the team from Bahamas is streaming last minute entry versus Team Chickenary.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let me see if it's the same tournament code. Yeah. Wait. I'm just checking on the team. Are you in? Everybody in? Oh, okay. So they're fixing up. So the poll we just did on stream wanted to see who the guys thought would be finish second place. Everybody is choosing Team Luska, but if they get knocked out here, then they're out of the tournament. So yeah. Alright, so let
Nah,
me
it's
just
crazy because like I picked them too. I picked them too, not realizing like if they get knocked out right now, they're not gonna come second. I should have picked someone from. But you know what? You know what? I made my pick. Let me just be faithful to my pick and let me cheer on Team Nuska, right?
so you're
They can
saying
have a comeback. It's possible.
they are going to beat Dr. Birds and then end up coming second.
Yes, I think.
Alright.
Listen, miracles are miracles for a reason, right? We're gonna have one tonight.
What's the worst
All right, we got the Clay, we got the Lulu, we got the Jinx coming out. As I said, they need to play a more aggressive jungler than Wukong. Wukong is actually really great. Well, Wukong is more for the late game. They need someone that can actually really do well when it comes on to ganking. And we can see that the problem is actually the lanes, and the problems are the picks. Right? They are not really making good picks, and their communication, based upon what I've seen, is lacking. They need to definitely work on that.
Yeah. I mean, compared to games played together, the Dr. Birds have been playing together from last year. I think this team was recently formed. I think probably over a month ago or more. Um, so I don't think the team synergy is there as yet. But let's
Okay.
see how they're doing this one. So they banned the Azir this game and led through the AP Shyvana. Hopefully they have
Oh,
something to manage that, because those flame breath in dragon form does a whole lot of damage. Okay, so they're going for the
definitely,
Graves.
definitely. Wait, they didn't switch sides, did they? Hold
No,
up.
they didn't. I'm not sure if they made a decision to stay on red.
Um, we have the Graves coming in. Graves does a lot of damage. I think for early, if used correctly, it should be fine. We have a Soraka. They have damage, but they have Soraka, and Soraka. When it comes down to Soraka, no one really dies on their team, so it's gonna be really rough. They have to go. They have to go a really very strong mid laner, and then the ADC that can do a lot of damage. They're going for the Varus. I think Varus is actually a really good idea, because to keep that Shyvana back, to keep that Stretch away, to keep basically who else they have. They banned the Salus. The Salus, I don't think really did much that game. I ended up stealing Wukong's ultimate and using it. But if they really believe that was a problem for them, then go ahead.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Okay. Alright, let's see if the practice paid off. So the band Z. Okay. This might be a virus made, by the way.
Wait, so after this game, So after these 3 games are played, if Team Nuska wins against Octobirds, what happens next?
Then they make it to the finals, and we wait on the outcome between last minute entry and Team Chickenary to see who plays them in the finals.
Oh, so and tomorrow. Okay, so this basically if Doctor Birds win, I know this is the last game for today.
No, not for today. We're still playing the next one, so we're not going to tomorrow. We're not doing the finals tomorrow. We're just gonna finish everything tonight.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So initially the plan was to go 3 days if we got enough teams, but unfortunately we didn't. So we just have to adjust.
And it's gonna be best of 5.
Yeah. Grand finals is best of 5. Okay. So they took out the Morgana because they're looking to ensure that they can get that Nautilus ult in. Alright, so remember what I said a while ago that the Azir was not the last pick?
Yeah.
So this is the same setup. And you're going to see that the
Ah,
last
so
pick
Azir was the second to last pick. Yeah.
yeah.
Was like the fourth or third on the other side.
Okay. So they counter pick. So they didn't pick Azir into. They
No,
didn't
the
pick
Z
Z
Z
into
they
Arya.
pick Azir into Z.
Okay, so I was right. That's a Varus mid.
All right. That Mordekaiser is looking really not.
Yeah, that should be a
Um,
Mord top as well.
this is Mordecai is actually super strong. Based upon the fact that when it gets to late game, is he's gonna wreck like crazy, and he's able to take out one of the units out of a team fight. So you could take a Misfortune, you could take out the ADC. There's not a lot of damage over the side of Dr. Birds. You do have the Shyvana, but other than that, there's really not much. There's Soraka mid, and now I feel like they just trolling. But both sides like, yo, let's do some crazy stuff. Let's go Varus mid, let's go Soraka mid. But honestly, I want to see how this game plays out. For me, see, looking at it right now, let me do the breakdown. So going into the top lane against the Ornn, it will be a Mordekaiser. The junglers will be Shyvana and Graves. Mid laners, Soraka and Varus. In bot lane, we have Tristana, Tresh versus the Misfortune and Nautilus. It's going to be a very impactful game. I do believe we're really seen not many things. We have the Varus mid lane, we have the Soraka mid lane. It's go out of Varus is very strong, especially if he's going penetration. If he go not penetration, lethality, he can do a lot against his Soraka. Definitely be very careful. Graves jungling is his clear is pretty nice. His gank is what I'm worried about. Shyvana is they can't let Shyvana get stacked up. If Shyvana gets stacked up, they have basically 3 ADCs on their side. If Shyvana is able to get that damage out, that fire breath, flame breath, I think that's a character, flame breath, will definitely destroy them. So you have to be very careful of that. Nahus and Ornn probably won't be able to protect their team. But it's a really risky thing going so many squishies on the side of Team Nuska. It's anybody's game. Just gotta hope the best for each side. But to move for Team Nuska to move on, they have to win this round. They have to win this round and be able to go into the third game. If that's not possible, Team Dr. Birds will definitely take over and go into the finals. So far, I'm liking the Misfortune. Misfortune, I think, has been played for the fifth time, if I'm not wrong. Fifth time in this tournament. Tristan is looking really dope. It's just all about the gameplay and making these picks. I think Ornn and the knowledge setup is actually really nice. Let's see if they're able to use it efficiently. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dex, let's sync up. Well, what time do you have?
Still loading.
Press it on. Alright, I'm pausing. Let me know when they get 19 seconds.
Okay. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Alright, rolling top.
Hold on, what is happening here?
Welcome to Summoner's
That's
Rift.
On.
devs with. Okay, let's see if they. Okay. So yesterday they
Yeah.
tried the
30
same
seconds until
invade, but
minions
they didn't go
spawn.
in
Yeah.
fast enough.
But here comes a thrash right into that. Flashes over the wall, but
They
I
must
guess
have expected the flash.
yeah,
At that
I'm
time,
not,
they
I'm not
thought
sure
that
why
one.
someone didn't go around the wall. I guess they thought like they'd have killed them in time, but
Mm-hmm.
they were missing a top laner. I guess if the top laner was there, they probably did enough damage. They didn't even use the ignite.
Minions have spawned.
Did Varus start his Q? No, he did his E. Matter of fact, he didn't even use his E. He used his E after the flash went over the wall. Alright, see now Ornn is just making a big mistake right there. No, he's super low. I think he has. Nah, he won't back. Oh, he's kind of to back. We got Varus saying, "Wake up, Soraka! I'm still fighting. Don't count me out." Yo, something's weird going on with my computer here. My FPS has been super low lately. Got Shyvana taking the Graves Red. Seems that no words have been put down. And she's gonna be move on taking more of the same. Now she probably pushed in for the gang top lane, but Ornn is like super close to this tower. Shaka is looking pretty low in the mid lane. The hook comes in, but the fillet pushing back. I don't think Nalus even get a win since he's been played. I think he's been played for the third time. I'm not sure if he got a win. Alright, 3 minutes in, no first blood as yet. Whereas I think he's trying to seek it right now. Ooh! It was super close. If he just auto one more time to get his W passes off, he probably would have gotten the kill.
Yeah, you should have autoed one more time and then use the Q.
Okay, that's what I say, you didn't hear. Or he does get the kill topside. Yeah, actually, like, just said it.
Yeah, and for the second time in a row, the top laner has gotten first blood on Ravy.
Yeah, I guess not playing Kled is really doing him dirty.
I actually think they should put more focus in that lane to see how best they can get that player ahead, because it seems to be... Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, Shimano took it. Now he's in a little bind right now. He's gonna get rooted right here. Trying to dash, but when he blinds them, we got Tristana also going around. We got the bot lane trying to best ensure that they can help the Graves. But it wasn't enough. The threshold comes in. The misfortune flashes over the wall. Now she's by him. Tristana goes to the wall. See if she can do something and pick up 2 kills. But now she's really in a bind. Gets rooted off. Tristana ends up getting 1 kill on the Graves. Now it's a 2v4, and now Misfortune's looking super low. Tristana jumps once again, gets a kill. He goes down. Give him Misfortune. Tristana gets a triple kill, but give him Misfortune a triple kill. Misfortune a double kill, I mean. Yo, Tristana really just like jumped like 4 times in the entire fight. But misses the knockup. Probably if he was able to get that, but I think his W should be coming up pretty soon and he'll be able to get the kill. Oh, wait, what?
Yep, that's a fadeaway flash Q.
Wow. I really thought his W that came up in time. This probably was like 1 second away.
But even so, I think the flash from Ravy to reposition prevented.
I see that.
Alright, let's see how the Soraka is going on right now. Oh wait, I hit pause instead of...
You paused it?
In arrow. I need to put up the score on screen so that Chaz can see. It's actually 1-0 in favor of Dr. Birds.
Oh, the all comes in with the Q and ends up taking them down. The piercing arrow does a lot of damage. Goes down Soraka. Shyvana trying her best to get his jet. Yo, watching these games made me want to play League again. Like, I low-key quit League. And now watching this makes me miss it, yo. But sadly, I can't really play.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while too.
Nah, my keyboard broke, so I can't for my laptop, so I can't play. That's why I only play games where I can actually use because like my E key and W key are basically not working.
But you could always reposition them on something else.
That's what I've done, but it's like it's gonna take me so long to get accustomed to the reposition that is gonna cost me.
Or just go buy a
Huh?
buy a keyboard and plug it into a USB port.
That's what I was thinking to buy a monitor and just basically use the HDMI and connect it to my laptop and basically turn into a computer. Graves is just walking back and forth. Seems like he's lost, but the team sees him and focuses him. Soraka ults and ends up surviving. Now his foot gets hooked on the stretch, but now switches over to the Shoshana. Shoshana jumps once again. The Vera shoots it with the E, ends up taking her down. Yes, I was like buy a monitor and like a mouse. He ends up taking a flash away from the Warren.
I mean, that was an unnecessary flash because
Yeah.
the flame breath was already canceling the CC coming through from that.
Yeah, I think it was more of like he thought he wasn't. He thought he was still gonna pull him, and like he was just trying to best to evade it. He didn't want to get pulled.
Okay. Well, looking at it here, I think if Varus can get through the early game and get them items stocked and they can protect him, then the team should be able to.
Oh,
What
but
is
just
this
as you
one
said that,
doing?
Harrison tries best to try to get this kid of Sakura. Ends up getting the kid of Sakura, but will go put the bunny over onto the side of Shavana. That bread, my God.
Yeah, that was a good trade. At
Yeah,
least
I
he got a
definitely
kill
like.
out of it. So this is what I'm saying. If I lose
Yeah.
lane to a Soraka, I'd probably uninstall League. Any
Nah,
lane,
nah.
any
You
lane
haven't played that,
outside of bot lane.
bro. You have not played against a good Soraka, bro. Trust me, it's nutty. But then again, they did nerf her though,
Yeah,
so
they
that she
nerfed
doesn't
her
play
so
top
that she
anymore.
isn't in top lane and mid lane. So I'm not sure why Ty is trying.
Ooh, I don't think that was a good choice to run right into behind him. Gets the knockup, walks towards the tower, but ends up getting hit by the Q and goes down. Orn, my wonderful man. Like, I was definitely waiting for my next paycheck to buy the monitor, but like, I just really want to play League again, yo.
You gonna
And
buy
then
it
later
on
on,
Amazon?
yeah, I'm probably just buy the Amazon. Then later down the year, I'm just gonna build my desktop
Okay.
and have it. I gotta figure out what's happening with my laptop now. Like the FPS is really just dropping, and the computer is not even hot.
Yeah, my FPS is a bit low right now as well. It's at 38, 40.
Oh, that was a nice sidestep by the Misfortune. Beautiful played.
I think we're out of sync again.
Now you know I was playing Valorant too. Yo. My FPS was just tanking. I just have no clue why. I just updated my driver today. My graphics card. So it should be working fine, but I guess not.
Alright, so things have slowed down a bit. I mean, we're level than points again. We have, okay. So Mikey is on Mickey. I need to stop calling her Mikey.
Ooh, that Brent almost doing mostly half of his life. It's very up with the ultimate. Nice the Q. She's looking pretty low, but Soraka with the heal. Oh, that burn ends up taking down. Tristana jumps over to go for the Varus. Misfortune now stands to hit the ultimate. Tristana ends up taking down Varus. Misfortune now on Thresh. Gets pulled by a Thresh. Shyvana now with the fire with the breath. And then now it's just looking so bad. Tristana jumps once again over the wall. Bomb and this kid goes over to Shyvana. I'm saying these positionings with the setup Dr. Birds, everything's just working so well for them. The Soraka, honestly, Shyvana would have died if it wasn't for that Soraka. That really just helped her out. We're having a really hard time against this Mordekaiser. And bot tower is... Yeah, we're for all it should be able to go down. No, Grizz is here. Grizz is here trying to defend. And it seems like he will.
Alright, so let's check in on the items.
Top 10 trying to go tanky against this Mordekaiser, but the Andres is just really doing well against that. The mid lane with a bunch of long swords. got bot lane, not for the and it's go for this. But it's looking dire, and he goes down to Shyvana once again. Shyvana's just very healthy right now. 5-0 with boost completed, sorcerer boost completed, and with jungle item completed. With Tristana finishing our IE, moving on to another item. Oh, seems like Trish got cut off. Flashes, gets pulled by the knowledge. Graves flashing on the wall with the ultimate, but not able to. Soraka is just really strong, yo. She doesn't have to win it, she doesn't have to heal. And knowledge goes down. That TP from Mordecai is really doing him justice. Now he's gonna seek shelter underneath this tower. No, but the tower won't be enough. And it's just, yeah. She's done with the tower dive, and the bomb will be able to finish him off. Ultimate by the Varus. Now barrier being pulled off. Soraka with the ultimate, giving her back her health back as she does. She's trying to dodge both skill shots, flashes over, ends up surviving. Beautifully played.
We are out of sync again. I'm at 14, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. What is Miss Fortune doing there?
Wait, you reached 28?
32, 35, 30.
35, hold on. Yeah, I think I went to... Wait, what are you now?
48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Come on, hit this. Hit this Nice. But, wow. Okay.
Thresh misses the hook, the Tristana, but Nas did land his hook. I know everyone's looking pretty low. Tristana ends up going down. Nas ends up going down. Thresh went down. Nas went down. Tristana went down. And Grave went down.
Alright, so I'm at 15, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 35.
Now you're ahead of me, man.
Yeah. 40.
I'm at 40. Ah, you pause. I'm at 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 38. Good?
Alright.
But it's... Yeah, like Mordecai goes down here. That was actually a really good rotation by the side of Luska. But the damage that's coming out from Shyvana and this Tristana is really godly. It jumps over, misses the ultimate, but does land the E. Thresh goes in. Naus is super low. So Misfortune ult, but it's not doing enough damage. So Soraka's just keeping everyone alive. Soraka is a big problem. Soraka is healing more than they can do damage. Oh, Thresh lands that hold, ends up taking down the Varus. Tristana goes over, trying to hit on the Graves. Gets the Graves also. Hits a couple tower shot, but that's all good. Soraka's there to heal. Now Owen, misses the knockup. Lands a W, but Soraka's once again is just being there, just healing. Thresh lands the hook. Tristana just peels away until she gets the kill.
Wow, those hooks from Mickey's really setting up these plays.
Nah, man, she missed. Nah, man, I give her that because I don't mostly she misses.
Yep, and she's not afraid to go in on them either, because even the one under the mid lane tier 2 tower, she just hooked, went in, used her ult, and then back, and then
I feel like she's
that was a late
that.
ult.
Oh, Tristana knows that probably is gonna die, but she's trying to see if she can get a kill before she does. I feel like she knows that Soraka is gonna heal her, so I feel like that's what she has no fear of going in. Because Soraka is definitely keeping them alive. After this game, remind me to look at the healing from Soraka, because I know that she's doing a lot.
Yep. Wow. For a moment there, I thought the Nexus
Stefano.
would have gotten away, but that same breath.
Oh, it's super good, yeah. Super massive. We put him at a disadvantage.
I mean, I just
Let's
think
see
this
here
team
on
is
Drake
on a
once
totally
again.
different level too.
Hmm?
I'm saying the team is on a totally different level as well. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, they just gotta work with it. They just gotta find their strengths and pull through.
Alright, so I had a poll going asking who the chat thinks was the most picked champion. Everyone
Oh,
selected.
Stefano once again. Right on that Graves. Graves goes down. Here comes the TP from the Ornn. Ornn ults, but I don't think it would be enough. Everyone is doing way too much damage. He tries to get knockout again, but gets pulled by the Thresh, stopping the knockup. No, wait, hold up. Okay. Okay, he got pulled. He got pulled in the ultimate with Mordecai, and at the same time, he got hooked by Thresh. That was a weird combination. Because he was in Mordecai's ult, but he was getting pulled by the Thresh ult. That makes no sense. That really sucks. And looking on this, there's 4 members down on the side of St. Lucia, so it's looking very dire at this moment. I think they will be able to end the game right here. No, everyone's back up. Ira's been Nas lands a hook, but Soraka just keeping him alive. He's still alive, but ends up goes down to the Varus. Mordekaiser is not by himself. Now 1v3, Ornn misses the knockup. But Nas didn't miss the hook. But Mordekaiser is still alive, right in that middle of it. Oh, Shyvana with the Barret taking down 1 target. Now taking down 3 targets. Now gets a quadra kill, right? Quadra kill. Now this is the moment that she can definitely try to get a penta.
Woo, we just got a subscriber. Sage the Toad Man.
Oh, super close, but wasn't close enough. She should be able to get him still if they basically tower dive. Oh no, their whole team is back up.
Speak Jamaican and we give.
Oh, yeah, Tristan is just doing way too much, so ahead. But Mordekaiser is so. Oh, but the Varus Ferris arrow takes Mordekaiser down. Now Tristan taking it easy, just getting a few auto attacks in. You have the Thresh with the shield protecting them, but Ornn won't be able to stay alive too long. You have Graves looking super low. It ends up taken down by Tristana. Now all you should do is to finish off this tower. As I said, I think it was a really mistake going 3 ADCs, especially when there's a Shyvana from the top. Like Shyvana was the first, but there's no way he should have went 3 ADCs. I'm not sure what the game plan was.
100% win rate on the Soraka.
Alright. Oh, yo, nah, I'm just done, bro. I will actually FF after that, yo. Like, how my tank and you doing that much damage to me? And our Magic is fully stacked. Alright, now I think Shyvana's just gonna finish this out. Thresh ends up going down finally. There's no Sarka to save him.
Alright, GG there to Dr. Birds, taking the first game of the night. 2-0. They move on to the final where they will play whoever wins between Team Chickenary and Last Minute Entry. And good news, boys, the results are already in. And the grand final stage has already been decided. It will be Last Minute Entry versus Jamaica versus Dr. Birds. So last year we had Dr. Birds versus Exile Jamaica as the final. This year we have what you call it?
Huh?
This year we have Trinidad versus Jamaica.
Nice. Yeah. Two Caribbean countries facing off right here. Only can be seen here on Esports JA. It's gonna be epic. We're waiting to see what will happen. Who will finally take the crown? Who will finally get the win to be known as the best in the Caribbean? As we settle this right here in the finals, we're gonna be Dr. Bird versus last minute entry Jamaica versus Trinidad. Listen, if you're not excited, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I didn't believe till him say wins. People in the chat are asking if this wasn't just a norms game.
Who's this?
I'm not sure.
As that's on Trinidad too. Gigi Trinidad too good.
Yep. So I'm gonna start that up. I'll see if I can get Nixon from last minute entry in the chat while we have a talk and see how they feel the next couple of games will go. How is it fighting against those other teams? Well, the other team, that is. Murta's join us in Team 1. Let us see if we can get the two team captains in.
Alright,
Cool. I'm gonna see if I can get Ravy. Is Nixon in the voice chat? Or am I not in the voice chat?
What can hear?
Okay, so I am in.
I'm dead about to buy a monitor like right now. I'm looking through. Hello.
You want to interview Ravy? It's Ravy, not Chad.
Ravy. Yeah, bring in Ravy.
Interview. Instagram.
I invited Nixon, but I'm not sure where he is. Ravy, what's up, man?
Hello.
He's so tired.
You're tired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
4 hours sleep.
4 hours sleep? You're up too late last night, huh?
Yeah, I was playing this mobile game, dude. It's so fun and sick. I should play it too.
Well, we'll get to that, but tell us about your first 2 games, man. You gave up first blood. Is it because you're tired?
It's because he's an into.
No. Man, the top is too good, man.
Yeah, sure.
Ravy goes, I'm against their best member. What do you guys want from me?
Okay. Well, fair enough.
So was excited for the finals.
Who are we playing?
Last minute entry.
Who that?
Yeah, we're excited for the finals.
Team from out of Trinidad, and here is Nixon, the team captain.
Were they the people we played against twice? I mean, second.
Yesterday, yeah, second yesterday.
Is this the team with pause on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, pause. Yo, big kind of pause, dude. Thomas said hi.
He's in there.
He's
He's
the
in
best
here.
ADC I know.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. He's the best ADC I know as well, so.
Well, so how was the game versus Team Chickenary?
It was good. Game one, well, honestly, game one we kind of stomped them, and then game two we had a rough start, but I think we came back pretty well. So
Okay.
Oh, you too old?
yeah,
Yeah, they're too old.
Clean. Nice.
yeah.
So does that give you enough confidence to take on the defending Nexus Cup champion and win?
Yeah, for sure. You know, best of five is it's a different story.
Okay, good to hear. I like the confidence.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
dude.
like the energy. I like the energy going into this final.
It's definitely, of course, best of five is definitely different, dude. Instead you lose one time, you lose 3 times.
Well, alright, so that's a good way to put it. But I just wanna say thank you guys for taking part so far, and I wish you best of luck in the next games. We're gonna get in. See if you can get your team members in the lobby if they're not already there, and we'll get the give the chat what they're waiting for, because they have been waiting.
A good while.
Yeah.
To end this Nexus Cup, who will be the champions? We'll see. Better team wins.
Yo, tell Paz to add me, yo.
He's in here. Is he not?
Yeah, you had me. I can't spell your name.
Oh, shit.
The chat is saying that the tourney needs a rank separation. This is not fair. But yeah, Jacana.
No, first of all, that's Kana. Don't listen to him. He's a troll.
Well, I was going to.
Don't address it.
I
Do not.
I
He's a
need to
troll.
address his point. We were
No,
looking.
he's trolling.
Yeah, we were looking.
Ravi. Make them talk.
We were looking for 8 teams to compete in this tournament. We got 4 initially, and then in the last minute, 3 other teams joined. So even if we were supposed to separate based on rank, we probably wouldn't have a tournament at all. So if you guys are interested in separating ranks, you need to encourage your friends who play the game to start, getting into these tournaments and competing. The thing is that we have to open it up to the other markets to get at least 4 teams together to play. I don't know if it was the prize money that was the problem or the entry fee that was a problem, but we are willing to take the feedback and hear what is happening, and then we can definitely see how we can make the next one better. Well, like I said, guys, good luck in the next matches. I'm gonna get the rest of the teams into the lobby so we can get on with the finals.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Alright, good luck, man.
Good luck.
Good luck to both teams.
Bye. So Des Murtas, do you want a
Yes.
co-commentator? There's a guy named Connor who helped out a while back in a tournament that I was doing, so I would mind inviting him as a guest commentator.
And for that show, if I'm just let me see how the games will go first. Because
Alright,
honestly,
cool.
if this goes into a 5 game, I'm like done from the third one. Commentating for 5 games is it's stress, yo.
Yeah.
But
Hey, let's switch to shoutcasters, and then after that we'll switch back to a video call when we're doing like the caster's desk.
alright.
Alright, cool. Oh wait, I didn't give Nixon the code. My bad. I mean,
Right now I'm like looking for a keyboard. My keyboard's expensive.
I'm not sure. Alright, grand finals, here we go. I mean, guys, you might be seeing 3-0 on screen. Unfortunately, the application I'm using didn't allow me to just enter best of 3 for the round. So that's why you're seeing a 3-0. But next up, we're going to have team last minute entry versus Jamaica. Well, Dr. Birds, my bad. And the crowd goes wild.
Ah. Alright, if I'm biting now, I'm not get them till next week Sunday.
You need to subscribe to Amazon Prime.
Cool.
You.
I am.
And they give.
I am.
Oh, I guess because of the COVID thing.
Yeah, and they might tell me next week. But yeah, man, Prime on.
Okay.
I
Who
get
wants
free
to place
to
bets
Prime and
on
then.
this game?
What's it? What should we bet?
No, Connor asking who wants to place bet on the game. Alright. Who waiting on? We're waiting on
Alright,
Vega.
send the order. So I'm getting my monitor and my new keyboard next week Sunday. So we'll go and play Runeterra.
Dark Lasco. So let's go, birds. Yeah, that's what you guys should bet on. Who will give up first blood, or whether or not Ravi will give up first blood. You know, I'm going to put up a poll.
I'll put on the pool. Put on the pool.
Ah, crap. New poll. Will Ravi give up first blood?
Thank you for the follow. Okay, so if you now join us, we're about to enter into the finals of the Nexus Cup 2020. We now have the teams Dr. Burrs versus the team, which I can't remember at this point in time.
Last minute entry.
Last minute entry. So we have Jamaica versus Trinidad. Who become victorious? Which is the better Caribbean country?
In League of Legends, we're not bringing any politics in. Hello? Did you drop?
Wink, Jamaica. Yes.
Oh, there's Myrtles. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Myrtles, you good?
Yeah, break up. Yeah, break up.
I maybe we should try about the direct call.
So
Alright.
better.
It is?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. All right, so it depends on if the game ends up going like 2-0, I'll showcase the third one. If not, then someone's subbing for me for the third game. Won't let break and forward back.
All right. Malcolm.
8K. Wait, what are you talking about? I'll say 16K and 8K.
Not sure. So let's just run through the team comp. I know it's not
Perfect.
the layout on screen is not perfect, but it is what it is.
I
Right?
think you can like key that up until after we'll go into like picking a man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let me hear in chat. Are you excited to see who will become victorious, take home the win tonight? Once again, this is the finals of the Nexus Cup 2020. Last year we had it. The winners are Dr. Bird. And just come back again. Dr. Birds this year trying to see if they can secure another win. Will they have two belts under their win? Will they have two belts under their belt? Two wins underneath their belt, or will there be a rise of a new champion? We're just waiting for the teams to come in to get ready. And you see me. That runs on tuna. Streams just sound flat.
All right. Cool.
Oh, do we have the video? You probably can even put up the video too.
Right. Let me find it.
I'll be right back.
So yeah, one person is doing a restart. They're having some system issues. Wow, computer feeling much better now. And all I did was disconnect the TV. Okay, yeah.
Nexus Cup 2019 was epic. We had missed ults. Nexus Cup 2019 was epic. We had missed ults. We had amazing plays.
Ulster Poppy gets enough, but still doing so much. Gets the kill, but will that be enough? No, we're not. But ends up getting ult by Sketch. And she's just, Arella is just still alive. Barely. Gets done again, goes in again. Tennessee gets the life see back from a Q. And look at this. Oh, and it does. There goes the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai, oh, but wait a minute. They to drag. But Exact Jamaica's on Baron. Baron drag. But they have to get it first to see if it's going to be worth it. It's going down. Velka's ult over the wall. And it goes over to Karthus. but the whole team might die here. We got Yasuo flash on the wall. We got Aurelia by herself. Trying to best.
Jade, Connor, everybody in the chat. We tried something, it didn't work. I apologize for that. But anyways, we're gonna get into the games, guys. Let me just run through the team comp for the last time. So we have Dr. Birds on the blue side with Ravy Demon in the top lane, Jamaican Me Angry in the jungle, Ty in mid lane, a real Chad on ADC, and Moiko on support. And their opponent tonight is last minute entry from Trinidad. We have Binoxo on top lane, Shax96 in the jungle, Vega in mid, Pause on ADC, and Overhaul as support. Alright, so we're gonna get in now, so here we go. Pick and bans in is here.
This is a reminder.
So guys, jump in the raffle. We're giving away $10 US. The poll ended 73% said that Wave will give up first blood. Interesting. Alright, so first ban is a jungle ban. They get rid of Elise. And again, Ravy's Cled will not get picked tonight. Over to you, Mr. Murtals.
Yes, we're finally starting the finals. This is the first game. If you're just joining us, as we see the bans are coming out. Ted has been banned every game that Dr. Birds has played in. Shyvana also, I think, been banned like 3 times in this tournament. I think for the bans, they're actually making really wise choices. You really want to try to make Ravy uncomfortable and trying to not give Shyvana over to the jungler. As we see many times, that flame breath destroys people. So that's a surprise to see that Shyvana come up from the last game. The Zac has been banned a couple times on the side of Dr. Birds. It has been played, and look who it is! It's Misfortune once again being played. I think Misfortune is probably the most played champion in this entire tournament now. Yasuo, ooh, this is new. Gragas, I guess, going for the knockup ult. Let's see what else they will end up picking that to give it up. I think Zac probably would have been a good pick too. No, then again, Gragas was the jungler, so Zac couldn't be able to be picked. Going for the Ramus. I guess trying to stop the Yasuo. You have to corner the Yasuo. Once he goes in and taunts you, I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that. But I just know you're gonna be dead.
Well, I think this Gragas Yasuo mid lane combo is a good pick. And there's the Morgana to get that black shield in.
The thing is, they should have probably picked the Morgana or banned the Morgana. Because where it comes to, like, no one's going to think, like, oh, it's a Gragas, so Gragas will never be picked, and Gragas will never be banned. So I feel like if they were going for that knockout comp, they should have probably picked the Morgana to help with that. They go for the Nami. Okay, so I guess they were going for the knockout. They went for the Nami. But Yasuo could have went top. The Morgana could have went support. I mean, the Morgana could have went mid. Then Nami went support.
mean, the Dr. Birds have a lot of champions that they can pick up. And I think their opponent has a limited champion pool, so if they keep getting target banned, then it's gonna be a lot harder for them to perform.
I definitely see that.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
I don't see Ravy playing Seth.
Well, we'll never know. He's never played a champ. Oh, the only champion he ever played twice during this entire tournament was Gangplank.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that Cassidy was a target ban, I guess, for the mid laner.
Yeah, that's more of a target ban than OP champ ban.
Why do I have a feeling that he's gonna end up playing Urgot?
Ooh, a Silas mid. No, Silas top.
So stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's gonna play Urgot. Could be a Rama stopper.
Kinda just form a team and come compete and show us how it's done.
No, he's gonna switch up and go tank this time. Gonna go Orin. Orin has really. I don't think Orin has won any game since the tournament started. But I guess Dr. Burst could change all that. One mid, Gangplank top, big Gangplank for the third time. Interesting. Then and he's been doing really well every time he's played him. Well, now we have the deadly Mokai. Make the mistake that you switch around if you need to. Then I'm gonna have a team. Then I'm gonna do a team rundown.
Wow, I did not see this coming. I thought it was going to be a Yasuo mid with the Gragas, jungle, Silas top, and then they pick a normal ADC. But goes to show you can't predict the unpredictable.
Definitely. Now that the picks have been finalized, on the side of Dr. Burrs, we have Gangplank top, Ramus jungle, Orin mid lane, bot lane we have Misfortune and Morgana. On the side of last minute entry, we have Mokai, Gragas, Salas, Yasuo, and Nami. I think I see what last minute entry is putting down. But will it be enough to take down Dr. Birds? We have seen team comms come and go, and it still wasn't able to break that massive wall that Dr. Birds is. But so looking at it right now, right? Mid lane, what's really useful is that they have a Silas. Silas can definitely take a Misfortune ultimate, a Morgana ultimate, or an ultimate. There's so much ultimate that he's able to take that can be extremely useful in this team fight, especially when he has the Yasuo Gragas combo. The Misfortune ultimate could be great. The Ornn ultimate could also help that wombo combo. I think they basically got it. As I said in early games, they had the tools. I feel like they had the tools. They have to use it effectively. The problem on the side of Dr. Birds that I see for last minute entry is that Gangplank Ravi's really experienced based on I have seen, and I'm really not sure how good Mokai be against him. And Ramos, even though Yasuo ults and goes in whatever, Ramos is here to taunt him, and he's basically taunted and misfortune ultimate. He also can get even hit with a bind. He has to be very careful on what he's doing. He probably has to wait for Gragas to invade first, Gragas to engage first, and then hopefully Ramos taunts the Gragas instead, so Yasuo can come in and do some damage. It's just like they don't have an ADC. They don't have that range. Which Fortune has the range. Gangplank has some range. You're all melee characters. They're all melee champions, and it's really gonna put them at a disadvantage, especially when there's Morgana. If Morgana hits you with a bind, you're standing there, and there's nothing you can do.
Alright, 1 second there. So I've seen a question in the chat. Will you do a World of Tanks Blitz stream one day? Definitely. I could even host a stream with you. I've seen the game, heard about the game, but I've never played it. But I think it's something that we could definitely look into. Alright guys, so get ready. This is the final match. Well, finals. This is the finals.
Well, the first game of the finals.
First game of the finals. We have Dr. Birds from Jamaica taking on last minute entry from Trinidad to determine who will be the winner. So let's get in it. So do you think this is going to go to 3 games?
Huh?
Do you think this will go to 3 games, or will Dr. Birds?
No, well, it has to go to 3 games. You have to win 3 games.
4 games.
Yeah, it will go to 4 games. I guess after based upon what I see in the first game, then I think it will determine like who's the strongest team. But let's sync up. What time are you?
27, 28, 29,
keep going.
30, 31, 32, 33, 4, 5.
Alright, show the sync now.
37.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so these starting items here, we see Gangplank. Alright, so nothing out of the ordinary for any of the teams.
Oh, Gangplank. While Mokai just walking in a straight line, I don't think this is looking good for him because we have Ornn coming around. And here comes the Q for the kill.
Well, at least this time, Ravi didn't give up first blood like we thought he would have.
Wow, he messed everything up. What? Damn you, Mokai!
I think a better way out of that situation was probably to go to the Baron pit and flash over, because at least
Yeah, he did. Did he even use flash? No, he didn't.
He didn't flash. He decided to give it up, you know.
Probably if he flashed it, I ended up surviving. I don't know. I guess he said he just gave it up. Never even sure how Yasuo works against an ADC when he just gets poked down. But I guess that's why Nami's there to heal him. That happens. Oh, that didn't hit him. Okay, he's looking super weak. That burn from Corruption Potion is really doing a lot. Oh, Sal's walks up, but he gets to get some life steals. His auto attacks are really doing a lot to him. Everyone's just corruption pushing today. W auto attack. Oh, he flashes. Oh, but he also flashes and gets the auto attack, getting the kill. That was a beautiful play by the Orton then.
I think you are behind. We're at 3 minutes now. 301, 303.
Oh, we should be good now.
Okay.
Hopefully. Maybe they need to start banning Gangplank and not Kled.
I don't think banning is going to be the answer. I just think they need to play better.
Yeah, definitely. The Brittle. They're running away. Don't want to get that auto attack. That's a beautiful knockout. Now I'm trying to get some poking. I guess with Yasuo bot lane, Morgana's Q won't be as a big issue. He does have wind wall. Now we have another sort of. Ooh, that dub tap from his fortune. Raga's coming in. Oh, but has the black sheep. Wasn't able to get that knockup. But Yasuo's not giving up. Well, never mind. He's going back.
But question though, doesn't the black shield only block one spell?
No, I think he blocks everything for that duration.
Okay,
The Brittle can still get it out. Does get out attack, but it was able to life steal up. Alright, so the thing about Mordecai right now, he has no mana, so I think engaging that would be a really he is getting his health back, but I don't think that would be enough. If Gangplank decides that he wants to take the kill, he probably can. And here it goes. As I said, it was a mistake overstaying, and now it seems like he's in really a tough situation that will be going down.
Yeah.
They need to take it easy.
Yeah, he's been too aggressive without mana, and also those barrels.
Oh, here comes. Oh, the flash was the taunt. I'm not. Did that taunt hit? I'm confused.
Yeah, the taunt hit. The Ramos also flashed in on it, and then the black shield from Morgana saved the Nami bubble from stopping the Ramos from going in.
Oh. So Ramos seems like him and his team's going for this. Or comes up with the ultimate. Wait. But why? Yo, I'm so confused what just happened. Because he E'd, and then he didn't hit the ultimate, then he R'd to hit the ultimate to the other side.
Like a couple of things I see going wrong with the top lane. Is it a good wave management by Ravi or bad wave management by the top laner? Because he's always pushed up to Raven's tower and opening up himself to ganks, although Ravi is good enough to manage top lane without any assistance.
I think the problem that he has is that he can't really root Ravi because like Ravi has the his oranges.
Yeah.
But and then he did die twice, so he lost a lot of minions, and then Ravi actually got possession of the lane to control it whichever way he wanted.
Yeah.
Well, at least now the game finally slowed down a bit. Oh, trying to see if he can rudimentate the tower, but it was not close enough. I think now's the best time for Gragas to gank bot lane. Now the Rammus is ganking the top lane. Taunts the Maokai. Maokai, oh, trying to see if he can get them just stuck in the tower, but it wasn't enough.
That
Gragas did
ult
huh?
was too late from the top laner. The moment he saw the Ramos coming in,
You should have ulted.
Yep. Nice close.
Ooh. Oh shit. No, Morgana releases the ultimate. Gets knocked up on the Nami. Yasuo trying to see the kill, but Misfortune just gets a nice beautiful ult. Oh, notice if Ornn can dodge this, and Ornn ended up going down to the Gragas. I know, Ornn ended up going down to the Stylus. Gragas is now taking hits and goes down out. This game is going left so quickly.
I think I should enter the next Nexus Cup tournament.
Who's it though?
I think so.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Bro, I just want to play League again, bro. I'm itching to play League again.
Yeah, me too.
Like I have a computer in the living room, but like I don't really want. Cause I'm comfortable switching. One is not being caught out by the Gragas and Nami. This is a bubble. Yasuo's coming out of nowhere with the ultimate, but it's just not doing as much. Salah's trying to, but Ornn just runs away with Ghost. Is that Ghost? We had a whole team there, but just could not take down this Ornn. Yo, I tell you, yo, they have gotten their side. How does Ornn survive a 4-man?
Well, he's a tank for one. Two, they didn't coordinate their attacks there. And he flashed first of all.
It's crazy, man. Whoa. The ultimate comes in. I think Nami bubbled too early. And I say she waited, she probably would have got something. Now they're gonna taunt Nami. She wasn't able to go to the tower. The ult symbol just won't be enough. Maokai comes to the ultimate. Now we have Gragas coming in also. They probably end up getting this kill now. Oh, guess the knockup. That's the slow. Gragas, and Olsen, Gragas gets the kill. Knockup, Brittle. I feel like he did that wrong. Nina did that wrong. He should have auto attack first, then Brittle again, then auto attack. He also is sucking a 1v3 on this tower, gets taunted by the and then getting healed and ends up surviving. Morgana takes 2 tower shots, but it wouldn't be enough. Top lane is taking tower shots. Everybody's taking tower shots there.
Has been destroyed.
First blood tower goes over to Dr. Birds. my God, Gragas needs to get more pressure in this ball lane. Well, ball lane's already down. Now I need to focus the other lanes.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Right now, it seems that blue side is just dominating. Red side is not able to do much against it. And now we have the Gragas coming in on top of the Gangplank. Well, yeah, also Yasuo, the ultimate comes in, but oh, he oranges away and it wasn't able to get knocked up. But it seems like he will. Yes, and he does go down to Yasuo. Revi once again goes down. That bind hit across the wall. That was beautiful. Or in the ultimate underneath the tower, we have Rammus charging in, see if we can get the taunt. And dodges the ultimate by Nami. Taunts the Nami. Ends up picking down the Nami and walks away. Yes, Salas did ult, but wasn't able to hit his target. Ooh, but flashes in. Owen hits a heal. Salas looking super low. I was so close to getting the Owen, but Rammus came to his rescue. Ah, you gotta love blue side.
Kneel afore us, or thy flesh will feed the gods.
Alright guys, sorry about that. I was AFK. So I missed most of the.
No, bro, like it just. Robbery died twice. I don't know if you saw that, but Robbery died twice.
Yeah, so when
Morgana hit there, well, she missed that bind, but she did most of her bindings. Rammus is just charging in, taunting, and then the team is just finishing them off.
that was a wasted
Oh. Nami ultimate wasn't able to hit anyone. Yasuo was trying to see if he can get the secret, but misfortune also for the wall. And then Yasuo blocks it with the wind wall, but he ends up going down. Then we have Owen ulting over the wall. Ends up taking out Salas. Now Gangplank's is right now in the 2v2, but Owen comes in nowhere and tries to see if he can get knocked up, but wasn't able to. Now Gangplank is trying to see if he can kill Mordecai. Mordecai moves over, but Morgana hit him with a bind and was able to take him out. And now Orange trying to tower dive, taking the tower shots. One more auto will do, and Misfortune gets the last kill. Now that's ace.
But my thing is though, why nobody finished the Morgana?
Where's the Minano go on start? Bro, it's Morgana was like super low. I guess I just didn't realize. Yasuo walks in trying to see if he can get something, but just not able to.
Wow, look at those bios hits.
It's just like team Doctor is always able to get ahead. I think what it needs to do right now is just slow down and let's see what will happen if they're both even. Right? Let's see what happens if you both all group up and try to get an objective.
Nah. It's gonna be the
Like,
same thing.
Their head now is just like, yes, this is the finals. The finals is currently being played by Dr. Birds versus Last Minute Injury. As you can see, the game is currently going in the favor of Dr. Birds. Amoka got the top tower. We see Ornn coming after him. We see Gragas also there. We see Gameplay coming down. Oh, Mordecai tries to get away, but right into a 1v3 at this point. Ornn is trying his best to help, but it's just not enough. Wait. Oh! But then I think so. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize who was playing who. Now, tier 2 turn is going down. Ramos taunt. Now he's gonna get some tower shots in. It's 2 tower shots, that won't be enough to kill him. Slows him down. Saz comes in, the Ornn moves, rushes forward to see if he can end up getting a kill. He actually stole the ultimate from Ramos. Yeah, Raven barrel control is actually really good. I'm jealous, man. The double knockup by Ornn. Now Gangplank hitting those barrels, it seems Morgan hitting her bind, ends up taking the Mokai. You got Ramos now charging down to see if he can give his team a hand. Ooh, the Ornn also comes in, ends up taking out Misfortune, ends up taking out the Nami. The Gameplay taking a few tower shots, but it won't be enough to kill him. Now the tower goes over to Dr. Birds. They're trying to take this inhibitor. They got it. Now Morgana Bind is actually doing them really dirty. They're not able to force in. The only way they can really go engage without Morgana Bind is that they also was able to land his Windwalk in a great position. Wait, did he see her or not? Interesting. Where's seen her? I don't know why you didn't stop her.
Well, I must say though that even though Dr. Birds are way ahead, I think this is the closest any other team has come so far in terms of contesting with them. They managed to get two turrets as well as limit them to only 2 dragons.
No, you're sure? I think the last game the kills were more even.
Yeah, the kills were even, but the objectives and stuff like that was just never there.
So objective wise, you're updating more. Okay. Oh, let's see if they're able to see this ultimate. It's fortunate they're getting the ultimate. Gragas went over the one and the fashion back over. Now they have Baron. I think this is a great time for them to try to end the game.
So we're fighting over chickens now. Wow.
Oh, the knock up, the ult, the bind, and he's dead. I really think the top laner was playing really sloppy. Oh, that nice flash The knockup comes in. South is looking, looking very bad. York comes in. You know what? Honestly, the game is done. Now. There's no. I think this is GG now. There's no reason to say anything else. What a wonderful first game in the finals of tonight, Nexus Cup 2020. The score is now looking. Dr. Burrs won, and alright, the game's not over yet. They're still trying to see if they can hold on just a little longer. See if maybe late game. Ooh. Yo, when it's so tanky, like why when I won't get sticking on the asshole. Morgana wasn't gonna help, but it's, oh well, she doesn't even have any mana to help. But she's gonna try her best. One comes into the ultimate, hits it on the Nami. Guess but they wasn't able to get the knockup. But what that's forward the heals. The Gragas ultimate ends up dodge, not Wolfeye dodges the who's there? Oh, Gangplank. The ult coming out. Morgana's Paramus, now we have the two tanks fighting, but we have Gangplank to the rescue. He flashes back. One guy flashes back, wasn't able to survive. Nami once again ulted, but dodged and wasn't able to stop the recall from Morgana. I thought I could have ended right here. That was a mistaken. Oh, Ragas is trying so hard to see if he can see this drag, and he got it. Gangplank ended up getting the drag with his ultimate. There was two junglers there, but none of them got it. But Gangplank that was nowhere near just stole it with his ultimate. That was beautiful. Now once again, they're close enough to ace and team. Monkai's the only one that's left. Nah, I'm not sure really what really happened there. Both junglers are there, and Gangplank got the pick. Makes me confused. I'm flabbergasted. I was right. This game was gonna end before 27 minutes. Yes, you were right. Yeah. No, wait.
Well, inhibitor respawn.
Inhibitor respawn, so it probably won't end before 27 minutes.
They can still do it.
Probably. It's actually super low. Misfortune has kind of hit it a couple times. You have to hold up like 20 seconds. Trying to kill Misfortune. They do take the Misfortune. Nami but it just won't be enough to take anyone out. Now Salas is looking dead. And they end it before 27 minutes.
If they don't stop playing around. Alright, here we go.
No, it's still not. With 15 seconds left on the clock. And the winners of the first game of the finals is Dr. Birds. Leading the score at 1-0 currently.
Easy money. Sorry, I mean.
Oh yeah, that 90 seconds left.
No. I think my League of Legends client just froze. Okay, it froze. It didn't crash.
Surprisingly, Monkai did the most damage on that team.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Now the code not letting me in. What's happening?
There's no one Dr. Birds to win, man.
Well.
Alright, as I said, I feel like they just need to take it easy. They just can't risk giving any kills over to the side of Dr. Birds. Can you see that? They see that and just take that and they move forward and become super aggressive. That would be really careful in how they play.
You try joining with that code and then invite me.
Alright. Did not give me an invite.
It doesn't allow you to invite somebody?
No, it was full. Cause I had to move to spectate first.
Okay, that's why. Um, okay. Yeah, I'm making friends.
Um,
I say I'm making friends. Hmm.
wait, one more person.
Yeah, he's in now. Well, they need to move around. Oh wait, I need to move.
Yeah, I'm like looking at real chat and spectate. I'm just like confused.
Does it allow more than?
No, 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 it's only for inspected.
Okay, there we go. All right, game 2. Let's go. If you guys would like to see a no bans game, type no bans in chat. I'd love to see a no bans game. I think chat needs to chill.
Now imagine very funny gets to play club and he fees.
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious. Game 5 no ban.
Alright, so jumping into game 2. Blue
Now entering into game 2.
Yeah, let me just
This
switch
is
around
sides,
the
right?
sides. I'm going to.
Go to Claire. Honestly, stop being Claire, yo. Just being gameplay. He's gonna feed on Claire, trust me. I saw it in the gym last night.
He'd be like, oh my god, I got cleared. And then, boops. Him lose.
First blood.
You would not forget me, Void. I smell fear.
Okay, so the band is Shyvana this game.
Once again, Shyvana is out. Shyvana is terrifying. They're banned the Elise, so they really that scared of the Elise.
Well, now I'm just mad.
The Zac. So now the Morgana is still free. Misfortune is still free. Gangplank is still free.
I don't think Ravi will play the same champion twice either way.
Wait, like back to back?
Yeah.
Morkad's actually a really good band.
You mean Mazahar?
Yeah, thank you, Mozart. They were able to ban York last game, but I guess York got through this time. Let's see if it would be a better top lane than Mokai. Aurelia was also banned last game, but now going to the side of Dr. Birds.
Yay, Yumi.
Alright, here comes the Yumi. Yumi and Aurelia really sounds nice.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be Yumi Misfortune unless Pause picks Misfortune away from them.
Or Bandit. It's gonna be an Ash.
They won't
I
get
think
to
Ash
ban.
Huh?
I don't think they'll get to ban the Yumi, the Misfortune, unless Dr. Birds is going for a different ADC.
But looking at the AC right now, like they pick Ash. Oh, but then again, Yumi's already picked, so they're definitely not going for the Morgana. But as I said, Misfortune definitely can be picked for Dr. Bird. Dr. Bird, Misfortune, Yumi
Ah,
sounds really nice. No, but Ezreal instead.
yep. I
But could
actually
be
thought that might be the pick, because Israel is actually a safe champion to pick in lane, and with the Yumi on him, keeping him healthy, he gets to dish out all that damage.
Alright, let's see how they're gonna finish off this count. But the band's coming Lee Sin. I think Lee Sin's a good band because if you're able, if Yumi is there and ult and everything, Lee Sin can definitely just kick him away. The LeBlanc could have been really nasty, but I think it probably is already a mid lane, so LeBlanc was not. Well, let's see. Let's see if it'll be word after we see what the mid laner is. Oh, and Olaf. Yes, Olaf is a charging beast that no one can stop. When he's on you. He's gonna kill you.
Well, Pause could try the Gragas Yasuo again, but this time put Yasuo in the mid.
Mm. But there's Urga and Swain already. But then it could be Swain 80. There's so much variables there. Could be Swain support. So his support is actually really good.
Yeah, I think they should go with the Swain support, pick the Gragas now for the jungle, even though I think Jamaican may angrily either be bringing out the Rengar or the Graves. Yes,
Garner.
Okay, okay.
Oh damn, Mumu. Now they just need to finish off with a blast because they have a good amount of CC. List for the support. I probably prefer the Lux. If they probably pick the Lux, I'll be like, alright, cool. But I don't see a lot of damage coming out for the side of last minute entry. I do see destructive power coming from the side of Dr. Birds. But let's see how it plays out. Oh wait, they're switching from the Sunny to a Salus. And they will go with the Salus instead. I guess Salus because of the Amumu's ultimate and Bliss ultimate. I feel like that's probably the move. That's the only thing that makes sense to me why he switched. Alright. Let's go to rundown. In the top lane we have York versus Aurelia. Jungle, we have a Mumu versus Connor. Mid lane, we have Salus versus Swain. And the bot lane, we have Ash Bliskank against Ezreal Yumi. For bot lane, I really feel like the advantage goes over the side of last minute entry. They like it's Yumi, right? Yumi's gonna attach herself to Ezreal. She can't block anything. She can't save him from anything. Just a little bit of healing. But if this is able to get the pull, they probably have a chance of killing him. Right. For mid lane is probably kind of even. They both have a lot of sustain and able to keep each other healthy. A moment's gonna both have an amazing gank potential. It's just like who ganks more, who takes more objectives at this point. And for top lane, we haven't seen Revian Aurelia before, but the York was banned last game, so I think it's because of it could be Pauses. Wait, no, sorry, not pauses. Could be the top laners, a main. So let's see how it plays out. Mm-hmm. But probably can. Yeah, it could go either way. This is the second game of Nexus Cup 2020 finals.
Good thing is that if things progress nicely, we'll be finished before 11. Woot woot, and we can go to sleep. Woot woot.
11 for you.
Oh, it's almost 12 for
12
you.
for me.
Damn, son.
Bro, it's
If you
rough,
gotta
man.
go, you gotta go, you know?
Mm. Now, like, if the Dr. Bird does win this, then I'll stay for the third game. If not, um, I'm
You, you
gonna make
mean
someone
you
switch.
mean when Dr. Birds wins this?
Listen. I just want to see someone take them down. They have not lost a game since tournament started. I strongly believe the team will come. This might be the team. It's the finals. They're
Nah,
gonna be on top of the game.
nah.
Listen. You know what? Let me hold on. I'm about to look at prayer. Yo, nah. I'm like the type of person that always roots for the underdog. Yo, like after the time the winners they win, you celebrate with them and you're happy for them, and that's when you go for the underdogs, right?
So does that mean cheering for you're cheering against C9?
Hmm? When I saw C9 was forever been my team, right? Mostly because with Sika Sneaker was probably one of my favorite players, and then they kicked him off. But I still stick with C9, right? I still stick with C9. I was happy for them. They were winning. I was glad. But then C9 got mad cocky. Have you seen the post they posted on Twitter? They were wild. They were saying the most wildest things because they were getting so much wins. And I was just like, you know what? Let me cheer for the underdog. Let me cheer for TSM. But then no, I think it was no Team Liquid, and then Double If was just he was just being horrible. And then I had to switch over to TSM, and then TSM was. I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. LCS is a lie. They're all being paid to win, paid to keep up fights. Let's see how I think Summer Split is coming. Let's see how Summer Split. Let's see how Summer Split goes. Let's see if C9 will dominate once again. My game started. How about you?
Loading still.
Uh, all right, let me know when you get to 10 seconds.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We're synced up. Oh, we're going. Well, we do have a blitz. I think invading will be an awesome option. I think they're taking way too. If they're gonna do this invade, they're taking way too long. There comes the pause.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, someone rage quit. Oh, miss. Oh, he reset router. Okay, this. Oh wait,
Summoner has reconnected.
what the heck is going on? He reset router. If he reset router, there's no way he's coming back that fast. He's playing games. Reset my router. It's taking 10 minutes for me to go back online. Oh, and they're back. They're back. They're back. I said if they're gonna go for the invade, they need to go for it now.
I think what they're waiting on here is to see if someone would come to get that shrine so that they can do the pull.
There's been spotted by the ward, and then someone disconnect once again. Reconnected. I'm not.
Minions have spawned.
Aurelia does see them, but Aurelia's just like staying put.
I think this is the best female player I know in League of Legends.
Huh?
I think Moito is the best female League of Legends player I know.
Yeah, she definitely is the highest ranking I know. The highest ranking I know is platinum.
Nice.
Oh, nice, beautiful pull. I don't think if she can't that I mean if she's not able to jump over. Oh, now she is. All right, now it's turned again on the Ash. The Ash is looking pretty low. Wow, the ties have really like just completely changed. Now Blitz needs to figure out he's gonna target, and he ends up going down. Wow, that really switched real quick.
I'm not sure why Ash chose to bring cleanse. I mean, you can buy a QSS for the
Um, that if she had a heal, she probably would have.
yeah, they would have won.
They
that.
both have cleanse.
Yeah, but the Yumi has
Heal.
plus she also heals.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is a mistake on her behalf.
How many healing supports are in League of Legends? About 5.
Rakan, Bard,
6,
Soraka,
7 then.
Nami. Yeah, I can't think of.
Taric.
I can't think of it. Nami,
Sonya, Sona.
Sona, yeah, Sona.
Isn't that 7 your count?
Actually, messed up. Probably, yeah, but probably 7.
Wait, what's his name? The cow.
Alistar.
Yeah, Alistar.
Oh, this is what I was talking about. You can't be, can't. It should be able to. They shouldn't be giving no picks over to Dr. Bird. Now there's 2 people that here. Oh, what a! Oh, that hook missed. It was so close, but that flash was right in time.
Yeah, that was a very, very close one.
When do we get a mic check? Mic check. What do you mean? Actually, it's looking pretty low. I don't think this is the best thing she can do. Oh, the nice, beautiful trap. But also get stunned, but wasn't able to hit the Q. Hit the Q in the minute instead of your oh, but here comes a TP from the Silas. Silas is seeking it. I think he flashed a little prematurely. Wasn't able to dodge the hook. And pull. Already the game is starting pretty badly. Core being 0-5.
Wow, 5 minutes, 5 kills already in just 4 minutes.
It's really been like crazy. It's really going crazy. You know, I just remembered that like they finished their game 3 minutes before we finish ours. Oh, yeah, the pull comes in, and it seems that they probably will get that kill right here. They do get it. Now they're gonna try to focus the Yumi. Yumi looking for the Ash, but the Ash walks into the bush and now runs away. But here comes Skarner charging in. Gets slowed down by the, but will it be enough? And yes, it is.
That was a nice hook by the Blitz.
Yeah, if he didn't land that, it would have been disastrous. They would definitely lost. Oh, nice prediction with the W, but it seems like. Oh, okay. The ult did get okay. I'm trying to see the Q right here. But gets stunned. Oh, gets stunned. I think they have a chance of getting the kill here. I don't know. She does have a flash, but her flash backwards. It's a Q and minion. Oh, no, trying to best see how long she can stay alive before she ends up getting the kill and ends up becoming a trade.
That was a nice outplay though to at least pick up 1 kill.
The bird is always looking for these drags.
Oh, I think what Connor is asking is when he can join on the commentary, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he can join next game.
Okay, cool. So Connor will get in for the next game. Can it say Dr. Bird?
Cool. Bliss was really trying to see that hook there, but just he didn't have it in him. But Silas comes out of nowhere, steals the Ashe's ultimate, and I think he's just gonna see it and go back to lane. And he has a free stun. Oh, that beautiful hook, but dashes in time wasn't able to get pulled all the way in. I thought like you get pulled in now regardless. The animation was weird. Sconner's level 6. That's the ultimate. Pulls the Blitz right into the pulls the Yumi. Yumi jumps on the Ezreal. Blitz goes down. Ash trying to get his kill on the Ezreal. Just there. Oh no! The Norris has comes in with an ultimate. The TP comes in from the Yorick. But now he's at disadvantage because now he's in a 1v3. But look who comes. On Mumu comes. Mumu's 6. He can definitely see if he can do something here. Everyone's group up. He ults. But will it be enough? Yorick is going down heavily. Mumu has the flash to get away.
Again, that was a bad fight by last minute entry. You were going 2v3 there with both teams being low.
Oh, and Mumu goes down. Now once again, here comes the stun on from the Swain. But he flashes the E, but Ezra is just misses the Q. I think Ezra probably goes down. Flashes. Oh, and it is enough. Takes it down, but Connor's gonna get the stun off and gets the pull and gets the double kill.
Wow, that's a power swing right there.
Yeah, so it's not,
wow. So just to check in on the scores, we're seeing that the mid laner Dr. Birds is 7-0 on this Silas, leading his team to victory.
That's true. That's good. They definitely need that.
And the Yorick is so far behind. He's on a cloth armor, a kindle gem, and grievous wounds. Well, not grievous wounds. What's it called?
Executioner.
Executioners. Wow, this is looking real bad.
Like he was at disadvantage from the start, but him trying to TP down because he wanted to see if he was able to help his team a little bit to get some kills or even get an assist so you can be on par with the Aurelia, but it's just not enough. Oh, that stun ends up landing, but it's looking iffy. He flashes away to save himself.
You know, I haven't played I really an hour, so I need to probably start looking back at. Ooh, misses.
Was able to land that. Ezra's definitely doing damage now. Oof.
But look at that Q damage from the Yumi.
It's not looking so good. But Amuma's coming around for the ultimate. He has to really time this perfectly.
I think
Salus is also
Pat
nearby.
needs to engage.
And there is an ultimate. He needs to. Here's the ultimate. What? They didn't time that correctly. A moment should have been came around. No, he's just stuck with his corner counter game. Momo Q's to the minion to try to escape, but wasn't able to. No, Skarner Yumi pulls the blitz and takes him down. Yo, why is this game going sideways so fast? Oh, gets stuck. Dodges the stun. Another chase after this Ash. I think this is probably she cleansed it. Oh, she brought cleanse because of the Skarner. Okay. Let's buy a QSS. Skarner's ultimate won't be that much relevant until late game. I think he kind of had it if he's kept on hitting there. That he was gonna die regardless.
Alright, so the game is about to open up here.
Oh, it's Carnival. But they're just not doing the amount of damage that they need to kill. They did that killing this Carnival. Here comes the TP from Silas and Aurelia. So Silas and Aurelia is coming in. Ooh, that animation is like pushing him forward. He's gonna walk right into the Ezreal and the Yumi. That's for what. This is looking sticky. Like Aurelia was recalling the same time that Sasa was TPing, so I thought it was Aurelia that's TPing in. Man, let's try and see if he's best. He can get some. His Yumi's also Momo comes out of nowhere. Skarner runs in trying to see if he can get a pull. Now Momo's trying to get away from Ezra. Walks into a Swain. He walks into a Salas. Swain is not able to help him. And now Skarner just charges his forward. He pulls the ult, pulls Swain in. I think, and won't be able to flash away. He got silent. Matter of fact, his flash is up in almost a couple seconds. Yeah, man, you can definitely come in and showcase for a while. Just message me when the game almost done. I'm gonna forward back in. Oh, I said you can definitely come in for next game, and just message me when the game almost done.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see how this one goes.
We have a massive goal lead on Dr. Birds. 12K. South is now 9-0. Ezra 5-3. Yumi 2-0. 11. Already at 2-1. Stunner 1-2-9. No, gets one into the tower, gets something that won't be able to come out. Ends up hourglassing to survive. Stunner pulls the Swain, the ultimate, Ash's ultimate miss. York trying to see if he can get this kid on the Skarner, but was not doing enough damage. Oh, super close, so I wasn't able to get it.
I think the Yumi there sacrificed herself to save her mid lane.
Sal's just going crazy.
Yo, like, look at the heals on that champion, yo. I need to pick him up and start playing him.
But I'm telling you, yo, you're gonna do it, you're gonna try it, and then you won't heal as much as he's doing right now. Makes no sense to me. I've tried it. I don't know if I'm probably doing it wrong.
I remember playing him when we had Earth. That was fun.
I remember when I played South when he just came out. I had a 60% win rate, 100 games in jungle, and then they nerfed him. They nerfed his sheet. I know I can't juggle him anymore. But here comes a massive fight in the mid lane. Trying to see if we can get this tower. Bliss is going down low. Swain already died. And now all is left for them is to take this tower.
Like even this Swain. All seem like OP champions, but you're not seeing them in pro play.
Tower dives, takes the York out. There's no minions for them. When the minions are finally come, then they can able to take this main tower. Texting him that now this is the time for them to be. Oh, dodges that Ash arrow.
Well, it went wide. We didn't even have to dash. That was like a field goal.
Alright, there's a ultimate for no reason.
Has to build up his tier.
Really? How much? I never heard that one before. Oh, the Yumi! Don't jump! Oh, didn't jump on her in time to save her. Well, goes down to Ash.
Oh, it's saying that Israel was using his ult to crack the tier.
Hey, Roy, it works at don't you get the 8 mana regardless of which spell you use?
Yeah, you do. But see now it's fully stocked.
Matter of fact, it worked because his ultimate is already back up.
Yep.
I didn't even know the cooldown was that short. Oh, Skarner once again comes in. He doesn't even need to ult you. He just needs to stay still and sort of take care of it.
We need to find a competition for the Dr. Birds. Because if they're supposed to represent the country, they're gonna need the high level practice.
Must say we can't find a team up here.
Okay, I will schedule a stream.
Just text me to remind me. I should have a team. I know 1 or 2 challengers.
What about the New York
Yeah,
Fury.
yeah. No, that's another challenger strong.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if they don't play again.
So these guys are diamond. The challenger might be a big challenge for them. So Ravi was challenger last season, I think. So
He got the challenger.
yeah.
Then it's not really long. But yeah, let me put him. Let me see him if I can get that team. So then can play against. Yeah, I'll put up our prize money. It's serious. Say no, say everybody a try hard. I'm not getting money from it.
So it won't be a scrims, it will just be an invitational.
Mm.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Alright, now then all that's left for them to do is just stay these towers in this game. And they'll be winning the second game of today. You may end up going down Ezra O's, but it didn't end up killing the Ash. Something else killed the Ash. But then now, just shredding that heal coming up on the Silas. He got basically got his full health back. Wait, Soraka in this game? I don't know. Like, I'm confused. And that's game, the second game of the day. Win goes over to team of the Birds. Now they just need one more win to be named the finals. Be named the winners of the finals. Be named two-time winners of the Nexus Cup. This listen. I'm a Go player. Yo. Like I don't think that there's an advice I can give to help them to help these team win. They just got to do. They don't try their hardest. Oh well, at least they come second place, right? Even if they don't win this, they come second place just to get a little cash in their pockets. Get some buy some RP, buy some nice skins.
Yep. Inviting you one time.
Huh?
So I invited you already.
No, Mr. Let the youth come in. Just text me when the game almost done.
Alright, cool. Let me invite Connor.
You know, let's stay and let the keep. I can stay. Once Mr. Say almost done, me come back in and say one or two things.
Alright, cool. Hold on, I don't see. I don't. Marta, is it still there?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, join the spectator section, but I don't think Connor is in League of Legends, as in the. Yes, this is best of 5 connects. So, one or two more games or three more games to determine the winner.
Is it not online?
It doesn't look that way.
Is he still watching stream?
Yeah,
What's his name?
Connor, Conna. He is not in.
You must be on stream.
Can I have a stat? Oh, there he is. He just joined. did join. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
See now.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Let me leave and re-invite me.
Okay.
So he's able to switch around.
But then you won't be able to join either.
Oh, that let me. Shoot. So you can try to invite me again. Try to invite me.
Hmm?
Let's see what. Yeah, try invite me. I let one and move down, spectate.
Yeah, but then when you come in, she won't be able to swap back.
Okay, that full right?
Yeah, so it's full.
Then it's fine. We just watch from stream and then we just come in and then basically after the whole thing done,
Okay.
we just say a few words. We watch from stream.
Oh wait, don't leave. Myrtles?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm still there.
Alright, so may I invite you now? There we go. So join and come to the spectator side, and then I invite Moiko. Boom.
Alright, nice.
Alright, just join in the thing there room.
Which room?
Join team 1. Just have a quick intro and then yeah. Where's Connor? Alright, there he is. He's muted.
Oh, really?
Okay, so let's switch sides. I think Connor is on mute. And I don't think it's server muted. Nope, he's not server muted. Alright, so let's just run through.
Just giving you a chance to see what was going on before I joined in.
Okay. Well, welcome Connor to the Nexus Cup.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, introducing you to our long-standing shoutcaster, Mr. DS Myrtles.
Hello,
Nice
Connor.
to meet
Welcome.
you, Mr. Mertz.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man, same
Both
to you.
Jamaicans, by the way, living overseas.
Alright.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Wait there.
Washington.
The New York.
New York. Yeah, man. I did some more so there.
I don't lie.
Well,
Alright, so I'll let you take it over. I'll be joining a little bit later on when the game is almost over.
Yeah,
Alright. I'll try to not disappoint.
Alright, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. You do great.
Wait, did they agree to do no bans this draft?
I am not sure. I did ask for it, so unless Dr. Bird's giving the well, I don't know what they decided on.
Well, this actually looks like it might be a somewhat interesting game. Both sides get to play what they think is best. I wonder if we'll see the Revidim and Kled coming out, since that's what he's known for. Yeah, this is actually a little bit surprising. See how it turns out. Might be an explosive draft coming out since you won't be able to tell what to expect.
Wondering if this is a gentleman's agreement they had off stream.
It seems like it. Actually, pretty surprising.
Well, someone is saying that it's a glitch. I don't think so.
Is he one of the players?
No, one of the stream, someone in the stream.
Yeah, I just asked one of the players if they agreed to do a no ban.
And they said yes.
I haven't got an answer yet,
Will
but
we see the Cled first pick? Oh, and
the
there
Cled
it
first
is.
pick. So because of this agreement, the Cled One Trick, who's the only player I believe in this tournament who's hit Challenger, he's got his One Trick. Let's see if they had like an answer plan for this champion. Yorick.
I don't
It's
think
not too bad.
Okay, okay. I was going to say it's not necessarily a counter, it's just that Ravi is a Ravi. Is it Ravi or Ravi?
Ravi.
Is it Mickey or Mikey?
Mickey.
Is it Ty or Tide?
Ty.
Yeah, well, so Ravi and Cled versus One Trick Ravi, One Trick Cled. Well, we can't call him One Trick. We know that he plays other games, but his most loved champion is Cled.
Yeah, his main champion is Cled. And then we also have the Brand Irelia to supplement it. Probably Irelia going to tie in the mid lane. Brand for that AP threat support.
Nice.
Yorick and Echo on red side. Team comp wise, idea wise, I mean to say, Yorick into Cled isn't that bad. He can play fairly safe with his ghouls and his trap, his encirclement, so he should be able to play safe enough in top lane, or even play a little bit aggressive once he hits 6.
Alright, let's see how it goes.
And then that Echo can be flexed to either mid or jungle, so we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, I think based on what I've seen in the tournament so far, the Echo is going into the jungle. The mid laner, I think his preferred champion is the Malzahar.
Yeah, this actually is a decent comp for Malzahar because they have 2 champs that want to dive with the Cled and earlier. So having a Malzahar for the immediate shutdown followed up by a Cled ult or a Yorick cage is pretty nice. Able to keep that mobile ADC Lucian a little bit more safe, so he's able to put out more damage in those team fights.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's no bans, not even one. It's pretty fun to see.
Yeah. I mean, they could have probably just banned odd champions, make it seem as if, we still hosting
Yeah, make it not
tournament.
as.
But is Mickey, known as a brand player?
I haven't seen her play Brand myself.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I have, but I don't have it in memory. I don't remember if that was a good game for her or not.
Okay. I remember last year's Nexus Cup, maybe it was a scrims. The Dr. Bird team decided to give Exile Jamaica all their comfort champions, and they were actually able to win that match. We had Joshua on his signature Katarina holding off a 4-man push on their base, while the rest of his teammates was able to push and get the win.
It's pretty nice. We know I feel like everyone here who watches Nexus Cup or who have seen Josh in Cup knows that his Katarina is actually pretty nasty. So letting him have it was pretty ballsy on the side of Dr. Birds.
Yep.
And then we have a LeBlanc coming in, which is obviously going mid, so that means Echo is for sure jungle, as you said earlier.
Yeah. So what else do you think the last minute entry team needs to add here to kind of challenge?
I would say
Is that
some
a
kind
brand
of
jungle?
wait, Kled jungle?
What you not
It
saying?
really Nautilus jungle? Yeah, this has thrown me off. I don't know if they actually want to put the brand in jungle. This is a scary looking draft, not because of how good it can be, but because of the surprises we might be able to expect.
Yep.
And Leona is actually one of the champs I was about to say would actually be pretty good in this comp. A high CC tank champ. I was about to say Leona or Nautilus would be what they'd probably want in this game. Keep off that Irelia a little bit more, be able to dive on that squishy support brand, especially in bot lane. Get a nice engage off with the Lucian Leona combo.
Yeah. I'd look. Well, it looks like it's a brand jungle. I've never seen it before, but I think with the CC and the burn, it can definitely clear the jungle in time. But
Yeah, I mean, once he gets items, he should be alright. A couple levels on items, he should be alright in the jungle. But we'll see what his first clear looks like. That level 1 clear, that first jungle clear is really going to be a tricky one for him.
yeah, what I noticed though is that with the Doctor Birds, they are always helping out their jungler in the first clear, like almost leaving the jungle monster on less than 300 HP. So I think
It's
that
pretty
might be
nice. He'll
pretty.
need,
Yep.
yeah, he'll need something like that in this game. See if he wants to start up on his blue side, get that mana for the extra clear while he's going through. Team
So
comp wise,
let me just answer a question to the chat. So Connects you gain points by watching the streams, and then sometimes I randomly just throw out points to players. So if you check your points again, you should have enough to get into the raffle. Actually, you're already in the raffle, if I'm not mistaken. Let me call out who I'm seeing in the raffle, and then we jump back in. So I'm seeing DS Murtaz, Kurokimi, Shaz, Latan, Connor, uh, FUQ this game, I am Vax, Dark Lasco, and Chronix 911. So you're in the raffle.
Oh my fucking god.
pretty.
Yeah, that coming.
Let's see who wins that one.
Yeah, I think that probably came through the stream a while ago. But that's what we have to deal with. So be it. Alright, so you're going to run through the team comp.
Um, so looking at the team comp at face value, I would say in top lane, Yorick would be like Kled would have more Kane potential, especially if he's running Ignite into the Yorick. Yorick would definitely want his TP, play a little bit more safe, farm up, and punish the Kled if he goes for any roams. Get a quick push in with his maiden post 6, try to get some good tower damage and some plates off. I don't know what to expect from the jungle in this game. Seeing a brand, it's really thrown me off on this one. I don't know. So he's high damage and he has CC, so in theory he should be okay ganking, but I have to see it. I have to see how good it's going to be ganking on this solution
I got to see
or
it to
even
believe
LeBlanc.
it. Hold
Yep.
on, I thought Vega was mid lane and Paz was ADC. Because I'm seeing a LeBlanc on ADC and Lucian on mid.
Did they go in the game Maybe they loaded in incorrectly. Otherwise, I guess this is just their master plan. Have an assassin bot lane for that burst on the Jin. So you'll see how it works out.
Okay. So as you know, internet here might be laggy, so your game will load before mine, so we'll just sync up.
Yeah, she's weird. Like I can't. All right.
Cool.
It does look like a LeBlanc APC.
What
So
is
what did you do?
what is she?
APC ability power carry bot laner. So we'll have to call it.
No, she is a PC, but it's okay. It's a lame joke.
Yeah.
Mine is loaded. I'm at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are we synced?
1 sec. Let me slow down the rate for like half a second. Do that again.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31.
All right. Yep. We are synced now.
Okay, cool.
Oh, they're going for the invade bot side. 4-man invade, and they get the ward. GG. Free 10 goal.
Yeah, I think this is the third time they've done that bot river invade. So if Dr. Birds really wanted to prep for them, then they would have been waiting.
They would have. I think they'd have a better 1v1 with the Aurelia brand Jin. Heavy damage composition with Nautilus CC.
Yep.
Not only having a hook, but also a free root level 1. But yeah, they just take the ward. They notice that the enemy team sees them coming and they just go back. No reason to push for anything further. Every team just going with their standard starts. Brand taking his 2 refillable potions to help him with his first clear. Half healthy by the red buff, but shouldn't be too bad considering the extra healing he'll get. And Ty is playing pretty aggressive in the mid lane on that, onto that Lucian, going in for an early Q.
I'm not sure if we're synced. I'm at 207, 208, 209.
210, 211, 212, 213, 214. Did that sound close?
Yeah.
We're going to check this red buff. Echo doesn't have smite. He sees the Kled, but he does not have smite. But the Lucian is here first. Oh, and they get the first blood onto the Echo in his own jungle. Resetted red buff. That must feel horrible. But Yurk comes down, and he's in the 1v1 with the Kled. But Kled is getting that remount. Yurk is trying to run away, but Kled gets it. Lands his Q, and it looks like Yurk is just going to go down here. No, he flashes out, and Ravi doesn't go in for the chase. Vega comes up, kind of scares Ravi off from flashing for that one, getting a second kill. But Thailand's stun and goes in with his ignite, but he dies. He takes one too many tower shots, goes in a little bit too far, overestimating his damage. And Yurk did in fact TP back to lane.
Yeah, outside of that, so he was out of mana. Wow, look at this invade onto the Echo.
Yeah, they're playing pretty aggressive here. Like he goes straight back in onto Echo. They're playing to just shut him out of this game. Push him out of his jungle again. He's still level 2 while Brand is level 3. And Yurk walks up a little too far, even though the Brand is right here, not respecting it. Goes down, gives Ravi a second kill. That's 2 kills onto the signature Kled.
So the way things going, you think we'll see a sub 20-minute game?
So it I'd say it depends a little bit on this bot lane. It's still going standard. With LeBlanc just trying to farm up. But once she hits 6, and her and Leona have a lot of kill pressure on the lane, I'm expecting it to maybe go over a little bit in terms of going to their favor. Get some bot lane prior, maybe get some jugs off it. Be able to put a lot of pressure on this squishy brand and Jin. But yeah, instead of going bot side, Echo decides to just fight for his jungle top side, and he gives over 2 more kills because of it. So yeah, the level 3 Kled at 5 minutes, but with 4 kills, a 400 goal shutdown. And LeBlanc seems to be playing pretty aggressive here. But Nautilus knows he can't really pick her as a target. She still has that dash up, but she gets hit. Pops a passive. And Leona goes in, but LeBlanc is not wanting this fight. That's some miscommunication on their side.
Yeah, I don't think the LeBlanc bot is actually right pick here. She does better in a 1v1. Plus she also need those solo level. Yeah, solo level experience.
Yeah, as much of... Oh, Echo comes in for the cleanup on that kill. Gets a Dark Harvest stock as well. Pretty good there considering the dragon has just spawned. Getting this Scuttle Crab for the vision and maybe even looking to start it up while the brand is still coming from base. But he's going bot side instead. This could be a pretty good gank. A level 5 LeBlanc with the Echo coming in at the side. But they can't take it. They have too many minions pushed up under their tower. Echo just goes back to farming. And Riv with all those kills is still only sitting on 2 longswords. But Noxa is probably not feeling too good right now, being 0-2-0 into 2 longswords with just a corrupting pot and boot. Getting a big wave push under his tower as well. We'll have to see how well he's able to farm. He's missing out on quite a bit. And River goes ahead and upgrades that to a Tiamat. Blue side has some pretty healthy items right now. They've got off some, they've timed their recalls right. They've been able to not lose too much and grab some pretty key items. River with that Phage Tiamat combo going back top lane gets that extra wave clear with his ult up, so he can look to push in and roam if York is playing too safe or just straight up dive York. Mid lane Ty has his Bilgewater Cutlass, so he can look to dive onto that Lucian a little bit more easily. Get a nice slow off. And Brand actually isn't doing too bad in his jungle now that he's hit level 5. Well, health-wise he's not doing too poorly, but once I look again and I see where his mana actually is. But they're looking for the drag. Brand has no mana here, so they have to be careful, but Chad is helping him out, so it should be alright. Echo is just now coming to gank mid from top side, so they see him, they know it's a pretty safe drag. Jin trying to walk up to clear that ward by himself. That's not a pretty good idea. Seeing as they have a Leona, she might just be level 5, but she gets on you, there's no getting away. LeBlanc jumps in for the wave clear, but takes too much damage. Brand going for this top lane gank. He walks on a ward, but let's see how it goes because York is pretty low. Yeah, he just leaves. He just straight up has to walk away. Echo running top side, probably see if he can dissuade these guys from taking too many tower plates. Especially considering the heralds up, you don't want to see too much pressure top side. Nautilus is looking mid. But now they see him walking over this pink ward with Leona right there. Echo's Lucian's pretty close as well. They get on him, but they can't do enough damage to this Nautilus fast enough to feel comfortable about taking that all in, especially with Irelia right there. Yeah, if LeBlanc isn't able to put more pressure, especially with Jin being bot lane by himself, this game is probably going to be rougher for the red team. And Ravi just, late flash, but he still gets, no, he gets his mounted actually. But Brand is there to help him out. Oh, he gets the shutdown, the 700 gold shutdown going on to the Echo jungler. And they even drop the Herald here, so now Yorick can't leave. But one rotation from Brand should be enough to kill him. Gets a nice charge off, a good influx of gold for the Brand. And Ravi just goes with that home guard to just get this Yorick. Nothing he can do right there. And LeBlanc with the fancy feet bot lane while we're looking top. Able to escape from the Nautilus Jin dive. And now the game's a little bit calmer. We can look at the item builds. You see that LeBlanc has already picked up her Bork, sitting on 2 daggers. She comes into lane and she just goes straight for Lucian. Doesn't want to let that champ just freeform when she has this much kill potential in lane with Ignite up. Holds the ult out, doesn't take too much damage, so she's still in a good spot to go back in if she sees an opportunity. And Kled walking around the back of Yorick trying to just push him out of lane again if possible. Maybe take up this tower. Only one plate and like 15% on the other one left. So if he can push Yorick out again while Echo is not topside, he gets that tower. So goes ahead and pushes in this wave, sees the Lucian walking around on that ward he has. Just going to go ahead and take this tower damage. Respects the Lucian though. Seeing as Echo was coming around the corner, if he had taken that dive it would have went probably a little bit bad for him, considering Lucian has his dashes, Echo has his stuns. So pretty good awareness coming out of this mid laner. The second jug is about to spawn fairly soon, so both sides probably looking to get vision around it. Echo taking the Scuttle Crab. Nautilus going back bot side. And they take the fight. He gets a hook on the LeBlanc, but she dashes out. Echo gets a stun off on Brand, followed by the root, and then LeBlanc goes in. All that burst is down. He had no reaction. He had no way to react to that, but then LeBlanc gets caught out, and Ty is the first one to roam. The Irelia gets here before the Lucian, so she's just able to clean up that fight. Both junglers down, but the fight is actually still going on. Yorick is bot side, while Kled got to take that free tower, and now he's just beating on their second tower. It's going to cause, they're going to lose so much map pressure off having that tower down and having that other tower low, especially considering how much we've seen Kled and Bran come together to invade this Echo already so far this game. Kled goes ahead and just clears out Echo's jungler. But he gets caught, he gets dismounted, but yeah, he has no way of getting out. That's a 350 gold shutdown going over to the Lucian. He gets a little bit too greedy. He had a good recall, but decides to stay and take the Raptors before he leaves. But while that was happening, Bran gets to just take Jack bot side. So yeah, there are some good moments from late minute entry, but Dr. Birds is able to just capitalize on most things that you'd think is a mistake. And then late game entry actually gets a kill on the Nautilus. Pretty tanky there, but getting caught out like that with a Leona to CCU up while LeBlanc gets to just lay on damage is not where you want to be no matter which champ you are. And then Kled ults in for the Yurk once again, trying to keep the pressure up on this enemy top laner. He goes for the flash actually, doesn't want to just let him get away. And Bran is there to also help with his AoE damage a little bit. So there's nothing this Yurk can do here. He can't push up and farm. And then the curtain call opens up, focusing on this Echo. And the Nautilus hook lands. Brand is there, laying on CC. He lands a stun, the roof follows up, oh, but she flashes it. And Jin with the heal, saving his support. That looked pretty promising for Dr. Birds, but... And then Chad goes in too far, tries to get that 4-shot onto Echo, but the whole team just turns around. Leona's there, Lucian's there, that CC combo with the Lucian damage. With no minions on the tower, he just went too far, not respecting that his team wasn't there as well. And Kled goes in to put some fort down. They see that Brand is behind him on that ward they had before the pink ward came down. So they choose not to go in for it, they respect it. And then Lucian goes up a little too far, but it's Leona's there to save him once again. And now it's basically a 2v4. Kled dismount, but no one does any damage to him. He's able to remount and get onto the Lucian. Lucian can't get away here with the Q, second Q landing on him. So they actually win that 2v4. They get 3 kills. They layered all their damage onto the Kled, got him dismounted, but then they had nothing else. They weren't able to get the kill. So he's able to just kite away, weaving and autos and getting his Q off to just remount. And then the Kled ult actually does get stopped by the hit, but he still goes for it. He just dives him on the tower. He's that far ahead, it doesn't matter. And then Ty is also doing the same thing bot lane, where he just goes on the tower for this LeBlanc. She's able to... Wait. Yeah, she's able to just get away dancing around with her clones. With her distortion. Go over the wall. Wait it out, go back when she sees Aurelia's coming around. So it's not too bad mechanical play coming out of the LeBlanc, but the rest of her team just falling apart. But they do catch Nautilus. They stayed too late trying to get that top tower. I guess they thought the red side would go to answer the Aurelia bot side, but no, they 4-man top side with just Nautilus and Kled there. And it looks like that's Herald because it almost timed out. Doesn't accomplish anything. Jin gets to farm a bot lane a little bit, but the LeBlanc catches him out, hits the distortion, lands the chains, and that's a kill. And we also see the Echo catching the Brand in the jungle. So that's pretty good for them. They get some nice gold in their pockets, getting that kill on the Brand, that kill on the Jin. Getting some map pressure off. Now they're forcing the ult out of Kled to retreat because he has no teammates alive. But he goes back in, but Leona's there with all her CC. Nautilus falls it in with the ult. But Lucian's able to just dive in onto the Kled, but they're chasing and they're not able to get the kill once again. he's able to just stack up his courage. But they do end up getting the kill. That team fight was pretty scattered, but having the two-man advantage, there was nothing Dr. Bird was able to do. Even with Nautilus landing that much CC, being that far into the fight, having Echo, having Yorick, having Lucian all turn their attention onto you. With just Zeeks and Boots and Moby Boots, there's no way to stay in that fight longer than you did. But with Jag spawning, late minute entry actually TPs here with no one really around, but Dr. Birds didn't have the vision to punish it. So they get in, they see the pink ward, but they're looking to start the fight. But no, Leona takes the fight. There's a hook, the hook. Whoa, that was actually a pretty scattered catch out. Leona goes in, but her team wasn't there to assist. So now that she's dead, they don't have that frontline tank with all the CC to contest this dragon anymore. So Kled and Irelia are able to just chase down the rest of their team. The remaining three members shouldn't be able to stop the most fed members on the enemy team from just running at them, while Jane, Nautilus, Brand stay back to take the Jag. Echo ults in, surprisingly. Gets it. Yeah, that was not a good idea there. Echo ults in, trying to get the ult damage off with his E-stun, but they just step out of the stun, go back in. He has no escape at that point. So they're able to just land the Kled chains, land the earlier Q, and the earlier ult. He was going for it. I know not flashes over the wall, but nothing doing. They're pretty far back. Ult solution, but he just dashes away, so they have no follow-up on it. Meanwhile, Kled is actually diving for the Leona, but she's a pretty tanky target. I don't think he wants that one. But they get onto the backline once again. Aurelia's there. They get 2 kills. Echo is forced to flash. Now he has to run away. Once again, it's a 3v5. Yeah, they just take the inhib. They're able to just go in. They clean it up. They get the Yorick chasing onto the Lucian, but he gets onto his phone. Oh, Echo actually hits a nice Q onto that Jin. Dr. Birds push a little bit too far. They get the inhib, but they go for more. End up losing their ADC. Recalling on wards here. Yeah, they push out one more wave and then they go to get that reset off. Yeah, they should have quite a bit of gold after a push like that one. And they're also on Infernal Soul Point. Kled able to just walk away. Probably Q's over this wall, yep. Leona ults, but there's no real way for her to follow that up. That just puts her ult on cooldown now. 60 seconds before she'll have it back up. So if Dr. Birds manage to get that reset off and pick a fight, especially with Kled ult being up, they don't have any real AoE stun tool to dissuade the engage. Meanwhile, the Irelia is just chomping away at the Leona's health, auto by auto. Nothing Leona can do here. Gets chased into the Jin, who just one-shots her. Yeah, and they've set up a push mid. We'll see if they want to go for the mid tower here, or if they decide to just go for the safer play, which is Baron. And Jin and Irelia are actually on it. Echo misses his stun. Irelia also misses the root, but the Blanc comes in from behind as well. Misses the chains though, but they get both kills. Irelia and Jin didn't go with the team to do the Baron. They didn't respect late minute entry. They go for the 2-man push. But LeBlanc gets the flank. Echo gets a lot of damage off in that fight. And they're able to just get both kills. But meanwhile that was happening, Dr. Birds do end up taking the Baron. Able to just take it down with their pretty fed Kled Brand combo. It's Nautilus stunking, but it's only 3 members of the Baron, but they don't have the Kled or the earlier Baron up to split with it because both of them went mid lane for that one final push. But they do have super minions coming on the bot side, so we'll see how they want to play it. They're clearing out the enemy team's jungle. Walking up, probably going to push mid. They see the echo, but the rest of their team isn't close. Just hooks the wall for the disengage. Probably looking to go mid here with either Kled or earlier split top or bottom side to pull some pressure. So it's 3-man mid. Kled, Jin, and Nautilus, while Bran is actually way back clearing his jungle. They really are pushing the super minions in bot side. They'll have to answer that pretty soon. But they aren't able to go up and hit this tower, not seeing where the blank is. Set up pretty nicely for that. And Leona lands the stun onto Jin. Lucian follows up with his ult. They're able to just burst him down. And LeBlanc comes in for the damage on Kled and gets out with a distortion. That's a nice assassination right there. Able to just jump in onto that Jin. Get him out. Confuse the fight with LeBlanc coming in from the flank and then able to disengage. So that gets rid of their ADC once again. That's a lot of tower taking potential gone, even for a Jin. But Lucian goes in pretty far, gets stunned, but Irelia doesn't want to take it, seeing as the whole team behind. LeBlanc chasing Kled Irelia, but he's able to get away. They do manage to get the kill on the Kled with the Leona stun coming in. And Irelia's here trying to 1v5. Gets the kill on the Lucian, but decides not to go for more, seeing as the rest of the team is up. All 4 members. Oh, the flash Q, able to get the kill onto the Yorick, able to avoid the Echo stun. Pretty nicely done. Echo is forced to ult away. And LeBlanc has to dash over that wall. Ty walking towards her, going on his way to push the top lane and try to get that top lane tower. So that fight started pretty well for a late minute entry, but they pushed a little bit too far trying to dive into that Nautilus Kled Irelia combo. Is pretty tough to do, especially with the Irelia ult just stopping all their auto attack potential. But Irelia goes in for the 1v3. She gets the kill onto the LeBlanc pretty easily, but Lucian gets here and he's able to just dash away, flash away, gets out. But Kled is here now. He's continuing the fight where Irelia left off. Gets dismounted. Jin's here with the ult. Follows up, misses his first shot, misses his second shot. Looks like he won't be able to get any of these kills. Lands a shot onto Echo, but he's in fault and he's not too worried about it. And one Nexus tower standing. Top lane, top Nexus down, open, top inhib down, open inhib bot side. So they're able to just keep pushing or go for that inhib. But they land. Echo and Yorick go too far, green for that Nautilus, and Brand is able to just land a massive AoE combo onto them with follow-up from the rest of his team, and they get the kill. Leona walks up, but she misses her E, so that's a lot of kill potential gone. But LeBlanc is able to just dive on the Jin. Team was not respecting it, but he gets away. He uses the early heal to get away, gets his heal up before the ignite came in, cutting that healing damage. He uses that movement speed to just walk out. They get that second inhib tower down, Nexus tower down, and they're in the base doing whatever they want right now. They have no towers between them and the Nexus. 2 open inhibs they can take. And they just split up, take the mid inhib. About to take the bot inhib. So that's 6 super minion total going to be walking into this base at any time. And they're able to just reset here if they want. Looks like that's what Kled's doing, Bran, yeah. They're gonna just look to get their items here, come back and probably end the game. But no, Kled cancels his back when he sees the Yuri comes in, tries to bait him in, but Yuri gets out. Oh, and the stun lands onto Bran, but there's no follow-up. There's no way for them to walk up into that enemy team with all they have right now. And yeah, this team is late minute entries, having their backs pushed against the wall, having super minions coming in from every lane. No towers to stop them, with 4 people soon to be 5 in their tower. But Irelia uses the ult, so does Kled. They don't get much out of it, but now the team fight starts. The full on Brown with Echo getting caught up, but he uses that stopwatch. He gets his ult off as well, gets some extra health, but they still are able to catch him out with that Kled ult. and they dive Lucian in his fountain. They get the ace out, and with super minions hitting the minions in the base, it's just a matter of time before the minions themselves end. Brandon and Clyde don't have to do anything. They just sit by and watch the game end after that wonderful ace.
Well, congratulations again to Dr. Bird.